Maybe. Act 2 is short. Like, Act 1
It
is
is
short, but
short.
Act 2 is like half the length of Act 1.
Yeah,
There's the
I
same amount
did.
of maps basically, but there's the maps themselves are tiny.
I did ask Gabe that see how long like Act 2 was, and like he said the same length as Act 1, if not a bit shorter. So.
I wouldn't say the same. It's like 3/4 the length because the maps in Act 2, aside from like one or two of them, are absurdly short.
An update is available. No, I will
True,
not. I
but
will
your
not
characters
like
do
to.
catch up quite fast, or do catch up to Alm's team quite fast.
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying just the like lengthwise, the maps themselves are so small. You can beat most of them in one or two turns, whereas Alm's maps. I mean, I sent you the.
Okay. By the way, chat. If the game is too low, too loud, if our voices are too loud, too low, let us know.
Yep.
That's always appreciated because I don't know how loud to make our voices. I don't know how loud to make the game, because I always say I don't want the game to like overlap with our voices.
Yeah, the game should always be below our voices. God, I love this game. It's such a good game.
Oh boy, you're coming up on more characters. I guess. Are we? Is Moon correct?
Yeah. We get 3 characters soon.
Yep.
Now, engage!
Gosh, dang it.
How long until that joke gets annoying?
Quick. Also, all 3 of the characters that you get soon, 2 of them are bad in this game. One of them is very good.
You said in this game. Are you implying that they were better in Gaiden?
In Gaiden, 2 of them are incredible units, and one of them is...
Wait, hold on. Is it... Oh, I recognize this from the picture you sent me.
I sent you this map from Gaiden. What do you think of it?
What the hell? What? Why are there 2 cavalry units down here, 4 up here? There's got to be more reinforcements, right?
There are no reinforcements in this game.
Are you fucking kidding? So what the hell's the point? Are we just like, we gotta get there before they do?
No.
No, it's just like a war patrician.
So we're just routing the enemy.
Yep.
So, what Gaiden basically does, Gaiden didn't have any reinforcements whatsoever. I think this game has a couple in a couple of maps.
Not really. The only reinforcements, quote unquote, are enemies, are with summoners summoning in more enemies.
Yeah. So Gaiden kind of did that. They had summoners, which summon more enemies, but if you kill them, then they don't.
There are more enemies on her. Okay.
Yes, but this is what they were in Gaiden.
Yeah.
6 enemies total.
This map, the maps could be a little bit more fleshed out in hard mode, though they're a bit harder.
I'm doing just fine now.
And some enemy stats can get pretty rough.
The way that you can think of like the lone cavaliers in the corner is that those units are.
What's she saying? No. How do I go to the log? There we go.
You get. Oh right, yeah.
I'm doing just
fine.
fine.
Get ready.
Seeing your face is always a bright spot in my day. Wow.
Slay enemies for me? I would hope you're doing it for a better reason than just me.
Oh, is that what you want? Because I'll do it. I'll fight for any cause you desire. Just promise you'll be watching, Alm. Promise to look at me.
Look, just please be careful.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
He's gonna go on a. He's about to go on a downward spiral character-wise.
Did she really have a high place to start from though? Like that's really all of her dialogue.
She was all right. She was all right in the beginning.
She had like 2 lines in the beginning though.
I know, but I will say this. I actually did look up a video on the whole development of this game.
Oh, it's fascinating.
Yes, the development of this game is really cool because the director was not one of the normal Fire Emblem directors. He was just someone who grew up playing the original game, but was kind of annoyed with how underwhelming the story was.
Yeah.
Did you know that Gun had a secret easy mode by inputting a series A buttons, and easy mode on only just doubles your XP you get? No, I did not know that.
Yes, that is true.
It does more than just double the XP you get. Hang on.
What does it do?
I can
You
look it
think
up right
Gaiden
now.
map design is weird?
It has
Wait
a
until
couple other
genealogy and
things.
you tell me that Gaiden is I mean, like, I've already been told
Genealogy.
how bad genealogy is. I'll
No,
wait to get
Genealogy's
there.
not bad. Genealogy is my favorite game in the series, aside from Path of Radiance.
Gaiden map design is still weird.
Ooh, fellow Path of Radiance fan as
Um,
well. Awesome.
Yeah, but Genealogy has fantastic map design. It's just that the maps are larger because they basically put multiple chapters into one.
Only 3, damn.
Yeah,
6.
which is why I kind of hope if that game does get remade, which it deserves a remake, that they kind of divide things up a little bit with the levels.
I don't think they should. Because
Oh.
I think that one of the best things about it is that the gameplay flows seamlessly because of that.
Thracia
Gotcha.
also has a hidden mode, Paragon motor. Every single one of your units has Paragon.
We are lucky
What the
Thracia
heck?
also has a... Thracia has a hidden mode if you save over a file that has... In Thracia, you start off with 0 gold, but if you save over a file that has gold, you transfer the gold from that file into a new file.
Oh, so a form of New Game Plus.
Yeah. Easy mode in Gaiden doubles the XP gain and also allows you to trade items freely between Alm and Celica.
Oh, huh.
Which is... I would love it if it just did the XP thing, because EXP gain in Gaiden is like, oh, you attack an enemy, have 1 EXP. You killed an enemy, have like 5.
Jeez, Gaiden
it-
EXP gain is... So this game...
It's
just
really
improved
bad.
So this game ended up improving even more than I thought.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, like, it took me forever to get any units promoted.
It looked.
Jeez.
It took. Hold on. Didn't it take
But,
you? Didn't it take you just like a week to beat Gaiden?
Oh, it took me 5 days.
Yeah, it took you. It took you only 5.
Wow,
days.
that's short. I assume you're
Yeah.
using some sort of speed up or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I turned off combat animations too. Combat animations. don't-
Wait, Yang. What do you mean? What do you mean speed up? You were playing on the NES, remember?
Oh, Famicom, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Ah,
Famicom.
yes.
Excuse me.
How could I be so wrong?
But yeah, a big part of that game is managing Alm and Celica's inventories.
Yeah.
The Angel Ring, which doubles stat gains in that game, is a very important thing to switch between depending on circumstances, and there are some times where you really want to trade that. And notably, Act 5 of that game, you don't have access to any of the items in Celica's party unless you have easy mode on, in which case you have access to all
Makes
those
Althea
items.
more bearable to promote.
Oh, you think that's what makes Delthea more bearable to promote?
Well, what
In
else?
this game, female mages in this game promote at, I believe, level 16. I'll have to
No,
check real
they
quick.
promote at level 13.
13, yeah, in Gaiden they promote at level 20.
be gone.
Yikes! Whoa!
And it's also the worst. It's the worst promotion in the game. It gives no stat bonuses.
Jeez. And doesn't give them
It,
anything else?
It gives them access to swords. Gives them recover magic.
So it
so
still
they
has
can-
the
they
same
can
things
heal?
that happen in this game.
Yeah, but since Celica is a priestess at the
Why?
start,
Andrew's complaining.
It,
Why?
it
Great.
raises their stats up to the base stats of Celica.
Does nothing stop you?
Oh.
So I think if May doesn't get any stats throughout the entire game, she gets like a couple of stats from promotion.
Oh.
Delthea notably gets like plus 6 HP if she promotes, which lets her use Aura an extra time, which is actually really good.
Kaga, why do you?
But
do
it
this?
is not worth the extra like 3 hours of grinding.
Definitely not. Jeez.
By the way, chat. How loud is the game? How loud's our voices? Just I don't think I got an answer earlier. Okay, well you know what? Not everybody's perfect.
You must
And Gaiden, I mentioned this before, but Gaiden was the first game in the series to have supports.
Yes. I ended up seeing that whenever you posted it.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I didn't mean to delete that. I apologize. Fat finger, and I'm also reading chat on phone.
Ah.
I might need
But
to
yeah,
I might need to turn back time a sec.
In Gaiden, the first support in the entire series happened, which was between Alm and Celica, where if Celica and
I'll
Alm-
read it out. Unfortunately, the same applies to everyone in genealogy. Nobody promotes until level 20, and you have to promote in one certain fucking spot.
it's not that big of a deal.
Yikes.
No, it's not that big of a deal. In Genealogy, everyone gets 7 arena fights per chapter. EXP gain is fixed, so you get like 40 EXP per kill or something. It's absurd.
The game's
You
bit
get a
quiet,
ton
but
of
I
EXP.
can, the game's bit quiet, but I can still hear perfectly fine. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
isn't Arden's
In
promotion like
Genealogy-
stinking hilarious or something?
Yeah, it's pretty funny, but that's
Or
mostly
like
because
whenever he gets
Arden.
whenever he gets his like stinking ring that makes him be able to double.
Oh, that's not his promotion. That's just an event that he gets.
Well, I know, but doesn't it just like wash up on the shore and he just finds it lying around?
Yeah, he walks over to a beach. He has to walk across a genealogy map, which takes forever.
Ugh.
But it's worth it. It takes like 10 or 12 turns to do.
Jeez.
But he gets there and he's like, "Oh, Alec is so cool with his ability to hit enemies twice. I wish I could do that. Oh, what's this ring?" And then he puts on a ring and he's like, "Wow, is this how he always feels? I can double now." And then you immediately sell his ring and give it to like Noish or something, or Lewin.
Because unfortunately, Arden is not that great. Because the worst part
He has
is,
5 movement
could
in a
be
game on
decent.
maps. No,
Oh,
he couldn't be.
Oh, I'm sorry.
no,
Lewin?
I mean, if he had like, if he was able to be a great knight or anything like that,
I can tell
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
he would be decent. Oh, nice!
very good.
Level up for Alm.
I'm used to Gaiden level ups where Alm gets like 2 stats.
So
And every
rough
other unit
and
gets like
tidy.
1 or 0 stats.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Yang, you said Lewin earlier.
Oh yeah, also known as Levin. Love that guy.
Are you
He's so funny.
talking about genealogy, or are you still talking about Gaiden?
Yeah. No, that was
We're talking about-
genealogy.
Did Three Houses just take a bunch of names from genealogy and put them in
Yes.
Three Houses?
Yes, I told you that. A
Yes.
lot of names in that game are taken straight from genealogy.
Yeah, we already, cause you talked about like Taltine, Deirdre, and also Bridget
And Claude.
and Claude.
Yep. Claude is a character in genealogy too.
Could they not just like say it was Claude anyway? Just a different
I accidentally made him marry his cousin.
Oh shoot.
Oh right, genealogy's weird.
Yeah, he and Sylvia are both descendants of Bragi, and I accidentally made him marry Sylvia because everyone else was already married off, and he has, I wanted him to marry someone because he can pass down a really cool staff.
Why couldn't
Like,
you
has-
win the second coin toss, Claire? Come on, it wasn't that hard.
Just rewind, obviously. Just mill his turn wheel.
I only got like 2 charges left, but then again, there's only
Oh
one
yeah, and
fucking
also in the
there's
meantime,
only
while
one
we've been
unit
doing...
left.
Yeah, it's Gaiden.
while we-
Oh, forgot to mention in Gaiden, I did not have 100% hit on any characters except for Alm throughout the entire game.
Huh.
The base sword, like base weapons, have 70 hit. In order to get to 100 hit, you would need 30 skill, since hit is just weapon hit plus your skill stat.
Flame Emperor's
Minus
reference to, Flame Emperor's reference to Arvis in FE4. The Flame Emperor.
Yes, it is. Though that I would consider slightly a spoiler, but yes.
You know, I get why people like genealogy, but it has that thing where the game says, "I hope you know this exists."
Hey, even then, if you don't, it's still... You can deal with, like, substitute units. They're actually pretty good. The only exception is, like, Mana, who is unfortunately my favorite unit in genealogy, but she's so bad. She has a really great conversation. Literally my favorite conversation in all of Fire Emblem.
Surely she'll win both coin tosses, right? 50-50.
Yeah.
Why would you miss the... It was right there!
Now imagine a
Where?
game where you have, like... Imagine a game where she would have, like, 70% hit, minus 40 from the tiles that the enemy is on.
Yikes.
Yeah. Also, because growths are so low in that game, the Thunder Sword, which deals a fixed 15 minus enemy res damage, lasted me halfway through Act 4.
We're supposed to kill the horse, but I gotta talk.
Hello, Faye.
The one thing that I will say is that Silk and Faye are both going to be fantastic combat units in this game.
Yes, well, I was hoping we'd get
And at the very least, they're going to be decent healers.
so few of us
Bro, do you
Silk
Those are
was
the
my
best healers.
Silk was my best combat unit
Bro, do you
in
seriously
Gaiden.
prefer Rangi over
Really?
Mercy? Rangi?
Yep.
Mercy?
Um,
The saying
I don't
RG
think
is
that kind of
engaged.
friendship is for me. Sorry.
Radney or Larce? No, I
what'd you-
prefer Larce.
What'd she say?
Oh no.
There are so few things us women fighting alongside Sir Alm after all, and there are many things I wish to talk about that aren't for the ears of men. Well, I don't think that kind of relationship is for me. Sorry. Okay, dare I ask why?
Faye and Silk
Hi,
support
Horace.
This is when Faye's character goes downhill.
Faye and Silk support is the worst support in the series.
No offense. Anyway,
Even worse than Saizo and Baruka.
It's only the C support that's that bad there, and in Japanese, their support is fantastic.
Oh yeah, but
Faye is thing.
But yeah, magic is so strong in Gaiden, and it has, you know, guaranteed accuracy, so Seraphim will always have, I think, 80 accuracy,
nice.
which is fantastic considering how low hit rates are. My other units had around 60 usually. Plus, Silk is one of the
Claire,
only...
you missed 3 coin tosses in a row.
Jeez.
I think Silk is one of the only units in that game with, like, an actual attack growth.
I don't know why I'm complaining so hard. We're playing on casual mode.
Yeah. Even then, you also have the turn wheel, so no one's gonna die.
Heroes get
That's also
remembered.
true.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Listen, as long as you don't go past turn 100, you'll be fine.
And there we go. Yes, we are done.
In Gaiden, every single chapter has a 40 turn limit, and then you lose.
What?
The most turns that I took on a chapter was like 10.
You want to know how crazy I am in regards to this game? How crazy, Horus?
But in this game, to go along with that, they just they disable turn wheel after turn 100.
Oh.
Oh.
But who is going to
be fair-
turn 100 on a Fire Emblem map?
Crazy people?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Well, like the
I got
enemies on the
close
tile
in
that
one
gives it
run.
more avoid or something. Yeah.
I got close in one run of this game, but that's because I was going for something insane.
Is that a dungeon?
Yes, that's a dungeon.
Yeah, Silk has a 30% attack growth in Gaiden, which is actually really good.
Yeah,
Python?
that explains why she's one of the better combat units in that game.
Yeah, plus enemy res not existing and all that.
Yeah.
I thought this was the... That's enough, Python. There's no call to play a trickery with our new recruits. Lucas, you ginger stud. You still draw breath.
It also helps that healers in Gaiden get double experience.
Also, now we're gonna meet Python. He's cool.
Python in Gaiden. I love that name. Python.
Python.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, hey, kid.
I like Python. He's cool.
He's really bad in this game.
I don't like the snake.
Roam these halls.
In Gaiden, he's really, really good because none of your units can hit, and so him not being able to hit doesn't matter.
Everyone whose class didn't have a level requirement higher than 10 has been promoted to Tier 2 by me before the end of Act 1 multiple times.
Plus, terrorists spawn
Dang.
in greater numbers the closer you get to
Tier
military.
2 is meaning more so, I assume, like Knight, Myrmidon.
Why the long face?
Yeah.
Don't think
Yeah.
you can handle a few
Yeah.
creepy crawlers?
In Gaiden,
Not? I don't know.
I think
You're
every
probably
class
close to
Tier 2,
deliverance.
yeah.
I'm just japing.
The Tier 2s for every class except for Mage and
Nose.
Mage Pegasus Knight Sister, which is
Great.
healers.
Their hideout is
They're all
guarded
level
by an
7.
army of the dead.
Zombies?
Yep, zombies.
Yeah, and they are really good for this.
You can't get
in this
Python
game,
yet.
They have,
You have to explore the dungeon first, and after you reach Clive,
Clarb.
then you'll be able to
you
recruit
mean.
him.
You mean
Huh?
Clarb?
Claire.
Is that really what he was called in Gaiden?
CLERBE.
Oh my
Clarb.
gosh, they called him. Clive is such a better name, though.
Well, you know how Tobin is Robin in Gaiden?
Yeah.
In the earlier translations, he was just Bird.
Oh
Bird.
my gosh.
He was just Bird.
Basically,
Were you
more
just
grinded
playing-
than I needed to do.
I mean, listen, I usually promote like
Catacombs were built as a resting place for Zophia's most distinguished figures.
Gray, maybe Tobin.
Their halls are clogged with the stench of the dead.
Clive is actually really nice because Gold Knights are just an absurdly busted class.
I'd argue less so in this game.
Oh, definitely more so in this game. He sucks in
Really?
Gaiden. Yeah. Well, okay, he doesn't suck in Gaiden. He sucks at first in Gaiden, but once you promote him into
Okay,
Paladin,
you
he
can break
becomes
through that
good.
wall that you saw back there.
Wait, back where?
Saw that to your right.
If you look on the
Left, I
map,
guess.
behind you.
Yeah, the room behind you. You can break through
Oh,
that
I
and
see,
find
I
some.
see.
If you look at the map on the bottom screen, there's always like a little path showing where breakable walls are.
Yeah, and over there is a treasure chest that will give you a decent amount of marks.
Yeah, this room didn't
There we
exist
go.
in Gaiden. Gaiden dungeons are like super linear. Oh, you know what's really stupid about Gaiden though?
What?
But
Well, you know how Olm is holding an iron sword right now?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
What
you
the
don't
heck?
get that in Gaiden.
What the hell was that?
there are no iron swords in Gaiden.
Yeah, you get one on Celica's route.
Me.
Also, remember,
But
it's gonna
Alm's
appear in
route,
every dungeon, but I forget what the requirements for it to appear.
It's random. They're larger, so you can always see them, but they're much more difficult. They give more experience. They sometimes have droppable items. But in Gaiden, Alm's route gets no swords except for the lightning sword. Oh, and you know the regal sword and falchion, which are Alm's exclusive weapons, so
Hello, everyone.
it
Hi,
doesn't even
Benny.
matter.
Did he bite him? Well,
Yes.
bye, Lucas. That's typically how it goes, right? You get bit by a zombie, you're a zombie yourself.
It's not a zombie; it's a revenant. They're zombies in Gaiden, but not in this. They're revenants.
Oh, they're called revenants now.
Yeah, and they
Hello,
also
people.
have.
Hi, Anki.
Oh, hello.
We're
There's
playing
also
we're playing
Entombed.
Call of Duty Zombies.
If you see Entombed, kill it with your highest level unit. Entombed are notable for giving a ton of experience despite being super weak.
So why do I give it to my highest level?
Because higher level units take more experience, get less experience.
I see.
So it's harder to grind them up on like lower level units.
Kill one of them and maybe he'll drop a max ammo. The rare monster in here is essentially just a zombie variant of an armor knight.
Yeah, it
Cliff
sucks.
Cliff wants to be a bulky mage.
Just leave it to me.
Yeah. I love Cliff. Cliff is so good.
Yup,
I'm getting better.
he's good no matter what class you put him in.
He's really good as mage though. He learns
Yeah.
Excalibur like stupid early, and Excalibur is the single best spell in the series.
Yes, it is.
More so in Gaiden, because it is pretty
Yeah.
much the only way to have 100 hit on an enemy.
Revive
Yeah,
me!
in
I
this
have a
game, I
ray.
believe
I
that-
have the ray gun. Rain chat.
True.
Alright, there we go. That works. There. Wait, who was the lowest level? 2, 6,
Oh, apparently
5.
Revenants have a 0.25% chance
I guess Silk's the lowest
to
level.
drop a rusted shield.
Really? Huh?
Yeah, so if you kill 400 of them, you might get a rusted shield.
Gosh.
What?
I mean, last time when I played Gaiden, I got Soul, which is like a 1 in 2,000 chance. And I was so hyped because that is a 20 might lance.
Nice.
Yeah, it made my S to actually usable.
I mean, to be fair, at least yeah.
I got what
I
was
don't
in the
really
chest.
want to spoil any
I got-
characters that are in this game.
I got what was in the chest, I think. Now, where am I supposed to go in here? Not here, I assume.
No, you can go everywhere, but, well, pretty much. But there's like two paths in this dungeon. One that goes here for loot, and then the other goes to the other side.
And I assume we have to get to the other side, because that's where Clive is.
Yeah. There's a lot of just empty rooms in this game, which I don't get.
There's a bunch of open and closed caskets, too. Brother, stop freezing. You're scaring me.
That's what I say to my 3DS all the time.
Yeah, definitely. This is totally for 3DS, guys.
Well, to be fair, I do legitimately say that to my 3DS all the time.
Oh.
My 3DS freezes and dies every like 10 minutes. It's pretty horrible.
Jesus.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's my 3DS broke a while back.
Is there a way for
It's
me
still
to increase
Turns
the
on, but it freezes a lot.
to increase like the map, the distance of the map?
No.
Unfortunately, no.
I got the iron bow.
Oh, there are no iron bows in Gaiden.
Jeez.
Only steel bows, and there's no combat arts. But
I missed. God damn it.
the cool thing about Gaiden is that archers and snipers both have 1 to 3
I found
range.
the Luna bow twice
If they-
when I first go through the of the main story, final main story dungeon. Break the pots, they can drop food and coins. Okay, break the pots.
And they didn't really take the fatigue system from Thracia. It works completely different here. In Thracia, it's good. In here, it's completely pointless. Also, Nick, you can attack at 2 range with that.
I figured it's basically, it looks like a lemon sword.
It is 11 sword.
No,
That's-
no, it's called lightning sword. All right.
Okay, fine. Yeah, of course, because the Thracia bolt sword isn't 11 sword either.
Oh yeah, the
It's just a
fatigue,
sword
the
that
fatigue
shoots
system,
lightning.
something they took from Thracia. Thracia had fatigue.
Nothing was
Thracia had a fantastic system. Every time you fought in combat, you would gain 1 fatigue point. If you gained more fatigue points than your maximum HP, you would have to sit out a chapter, and then your fatigue would be reset to 0. So it meant that you had to cycle through units. But if you just didn't deploy a unit for 1 chapter, like if, for example, your healer is high on fatigue and you don't want to risk getting her fatigue because you want her for the next chapter,
I see.
you can just not deploy her and it resets to 0. It forces you to use more than just like, oh, here's the units that you're going to use in the end game. You have to also use other units. Because of that, I actually really like the fatigue system in Thracia. Without it, there's units like Marty, who has basically 0 in every stat at base.
smile upon
Jeez.
Yeah, Marty's the worst unit in all of Fire Emblem.
That checks out.
At least if you're using him long term. He can be useful in the short term because he has a ton of base HP, but he's so bad.
Lucas.
Nothing personal.
I don't recall Ike ever using a lance. Hold on, could Ike even use lances in Path of Radiance?
walks with me.
No.
Okay.
He has swords and axes.
So basically a
Well,
hero.
no, he doesn't even get Ike doesn't get axes in Path of Radiance. He gets them in
He
Radiant
gets the
Dawn.
Radiant on, yeah.
So he's just like kind of like a hero.
To me.
He is a hero.
Oh.
Yeah. It is
That's
actually the
literally
name
his
of his
class.
final class.
That's literally his class, his hero.
All right, great. That works.
Yeah, here's Marty's base stats.
I can look.
9 strength. Okay, 32 HP. 9 strength. 0 magic. 0 skill. 0 speed. 6 luck. 6 defense. And 15 constitution.
Nice.
So out of his combat stats, 3 of them are 0, 2 of them are 6, and 1 of them is 9.
Jeez.
The only good thing about him is that he does have 6 defense, and he has 32 HP, which is a good amount for that point in the game.
What kind of freaking sword is that?
What do you mean?
The one
The
the
Bone
zombies
Walker
use.
sword?
No, the one the zombies.
It's a bone sword. Yeah, it's a bone sword. What, you don't like the hero's relics from three houses.
Also, Nick, don't
idiot.
worry if the frame rate drops in this game because this game is pushing the 3DS to its limits.
It really did. But even then, I don't
No,
encounter that many frame drops.
I did when transitioning in and out of battle, but like in battle and out of battle, it didn't.
Well,
Yeah.
so far for me, it's been out of battle. Like, and it's only been
Yeah, that's
walking.
kind of where that's where it struggled.
And it's walking in the freaking dungeon of all things.
Again, it might be just because of...
I can talk more about
Yeah.
Radiant Dawn Ike when we
feel
get
free
there.
to.
Okay, Zenny. What? Why do you say that? It almost sounds like you're gonna be there.
Is any our Radiant Dawn
Yeah.
co-host?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Radiant Dawn, like, good. Path of Radiance, like, okay.
He was just okay in
It
Radiant.
gets
in Path of
way
Radiance.
better during late game.
He gets really good once he promotes, but until promotion, he's just okay.
He's
I mean,
alright.
he's a... Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn have the same canto as Three Houses.
Oh,
So,
hell
you know,
yes.
really,
Super
really good.
That is really good.
Ike is locked to foot, so he can't use canto. He has low movement, and he can only use swords. Which means,
swords aren't the greatest in that game, unfortunately.
swords
But
aren't
Sure,
the
why
greatest
would
in
say-
most games.
Not sure why I
Low
would say
damage,
that.
no 1-2 range, except for like the wind sword, which he doesn't even make that good use of.
yeah.
Money.
So,
But again,
not
once he
having-
promotes, he becomes stinking good.
yeah, once he gets Ragnell, he gets good, because Ragnell is busted.
Yeah.
Then in Awakening,
best way
you
that I
just
can-
eat
Well,
right
even
now.
then, he's still strong by himself when he promotes.
He's basically Roy, but if Roy can do damage.
And if Roy was able to promote earlier.
Yeah, like he's literally just Roy if they fixed the really bad thing about Roy.
Yeah.
I
Gosh,
thought
Roy has got to be one of the most
I thought
infamous lords in this.
I thought Roy got like really screwed because he had bad level up growth.
He's not even that bad growth-wise. They're okay.
It's
The
just,
issue is that
it takes
he
him
has a-
towards the end of the game to promote.
Oh.
He promotes in the last chapter if you don't get the true ending.
Compared to every one of the lords in FE7, because even though it does take them a while to promote, at
They
least you're
promote
able to promote
three-quarters
one
of
of
the way
them
through the
for...
They promote 3/4 of the way through the game.
Guess Ragnar
Which
lost
is
his
still
fifth
better
attack
than
against
towards
High
the
Gauss-
end.
High Gaussian.
He promotes in the last chapter of the game if you don't get the good ending.
Roy.
Path of Radiance hates footlock units, and Radiant Dawn despises calves. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Radiant Dawn is like, here's some mountains that your cavaliers can't pass through.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck.
Gosh, poor Fiona. Jeez.
Who? That's not a
yikes.
real. That's not even a real unit. Well, come on, man. That's not a real unit.
I
It's
know.
a shame. She's like one of the only black units in all of Fire Emblem, and they made her horrible.
That's
Even though her character's her character's cool.
that's not fucking good.
On the bright side, at least Gray's good.
Gray is fantastic.
It's so freaking
Yeah,
funny.
he's
The
one of the-
legendary sword of
He's
Tellius.
way better in this game.
bitch empty. Yeet.
There you go.
Just leave it
Yeah.
to me.
Because my favorite animation in the entire franchise is
You
Fire
dare?
Emblem Fates. It's the Fire Emblem Fates Wakizashi 2 range animation.
Why is that?
You pick up a sword and you just throw it at your enemy. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
Oh yeah, you told
I
you,
know.
you told me that like, you told me that like you can't attack at one range with it. It's a 2-range sword only.
The Wakizashi is such a weird weapon. Alright, and now
Yeah.
there's that.
It's so funny. You just
I missed.
throw it at people.
I've got this.
Huh, God, we're finding so many.
Oh yeah,
bones.
so Nick 10.
Yeah.
If you didn't see the tweet I posted literally one day after the stream,
Yeah, you
I'm
started
playing
playing
Echoes
You
again.
started playing Echoes
Oh,
again
nice.
afterwards.
Can I tell you where I'm already at just because I'm attempting the Blitzkrieg medal, which is beating this game in under 500 turns.
Oh wow.
And so far, I've already reached Act 3
I
within a
hope
couple
you're-
days of
I hope
playing.
you're having fun on Echoes. Hi, Gwen. We also got Devdan.
I think Devdan and Donved. Oh, 2 Radishes is also really good. I like 2 Radishes.
RNG Bless Fiona might not return when Zenny gets back to Radiant Dawning. Oh.
In which I know that this character
Hi,
is
Gwen.
not a good unit. I know.
I don't know
she
who
is
you are, but
not
nice
a
to meet you. Sorry,
I
sorry.
know for a fact. No, I know for a
Sorry,
fact this
Gabe.
character is not that good of a unit. Far from it. But dang it, I always enjoy using Nephany in the Tellius games.
She's not even that bad in
I know.
Path of Radiance.
Yeah. I used her in both my Path of Radiance run and my Radiant Dawn run, and performed pretty well.
I think isn't Zenny the one that really likes Nephany?
Yeah, Zenny loves
Yes.
Nephany.
Yeah, you would get along with Zenny.
He named his cat.
Yeah.
He named his cat Nephany.
Oh yeah, I know.
Understandable. I love Nephany. Nephany's a
Yeah, she's
fantastic,
great.
fantastic character.
Zenny, we're saying nice things about we're saying nice things about your waifu. Don't get used to it when we get there. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Also-
I'm joking. I'm joking. Please don't.
And also,
stab me
whenever
in
it
the
comes
mouth.
to, I think my overall favorite character outside of Ike, when it comes to Tellius games, is Marcia.
Marcia is so good.
Yes.
My favorite
He
unit
was
is
actually, he made top 3 for my Path of Radiance run whenever, well, for the final kill count.
Nephany
It was
should-
Ike at number. It was
Ne-
Ike, Marcia, and Jill.
Nephany should always be used,
She's,
even though she's bad in Path of Radiance.
Yeah,
He-
she starts off pretty rough in Path of Radiance. I'm
He
not
said.
gonna lie, but
he said it,
Well,
not
and-
me. He said it, not me.
I know.
In Radiant Dawn, she suffers more from the lack of availability than she does in Path of Radiance. At least Path of
At least
Radiance,
she has
you can
it
just
better
beat
than
her.
the other knights because she can join Ike's team.
I gave Zenny
That's
a
true.
plastic
But then-
statue.
In Radiant Dawn, you can just give her like bonus experience.
Yeah, the bonus EXP again, Radiant Dawn, is pretty good.
I love bonus XP as a concept. It's so
It's
good.
so good. No matter what game it's in, I'm always happy to see it.
It's the one thing that makes Gaiden level ups bearable.
I did. I
Yeah.
did.
But oh
I
wait,
did-
that's whenever its origin was in the first ever Gaiden.
Original Gaiden had the bonus
Original,
experience.
Come on, Silk.
It was low. It was like, oh, every time that you attack an enemy, every other unit gets 1 experience, and if you kill that enemy,
How do I increase? How do I like boost dexterity in this game, or I guess skill?
level ups and promotions?
I see.
Level ups, promotions, and the eventual skill fountain, but you might not want to do that just because the other ones are usually better.
Nephany has one of the
It's
best
like I
availability.
think it's like skill and speed for the skill
in
fountains
Radiant
usually.
Dawn.
Does she?
I don't know.
Honestly, yeah, because she's available throughout the majority of
Oh my
Part
God,
2,
guys,
a good
there-
amount of Part 3, and also a good amount of Part 4.
You guys, units.
Oh, I thought that she was. I could
Units
have sworn that
talking
she was
during
late in
battle.
Part 3.
Salutations.
Ah.
I could have
It's
sworn she
un-
joined later in Part 3.
Yeah, so
It's been a long time since I played that.
She starts off, I believe, a couple chapters into Ike's thing.
Oh,
After,
okay, then,
like,
yeah, she-
immediately
she's a good
after,
availability then.
Such behavior is unspeakably boorish.
What?
like a couple chapters.
Yeah,
What did he?
Volbar and Dom
What did
are-
he? What did he say? He
I'm
just
sorry.
said hello. What do you? Call
Yeah, because Claire always says
Oh, no, because she's
salutations
just like-
because she's super formal. Hello is too casual.
Sorry.
I love Claire.
Sorry.
Claire's great.
Yeah.
It's just who says
I don't know why they
salutations on
couldn't
battlefield?
figure out her
Yes,
hair color.
yes, good. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. We're on a battlefield.
I say it.
Very well. How would I
She has had
later
4 hair
create her
colors.
instead?
There?
I'm not
Yep.
criticizing the way you speak, Claire. In
Huh.
fact,
Her
I like
her
the
Gaiden
fact
portrait has blue hair. Her Gaiden official art has red hair. Her hero's art has strawberry blonde hair, and in this game she has golden hair.
Huh. I forgot that they changed her hair color in Heroes. Well, to be fair, the Heroes
They
aren't
made it
happy with
worse.
They did. I like everything else about her artwork, just not the hair part.
Damn, I'm good.
Her design is just good, you know.
Yes.
She does look pretty. She does look great. Oh,
Ah, crud. That's
I get
a
her
cre-
confused with. Oh, rip. It's okay. We have turn wheel and casual mode.
Forgive me. I desperately wish to help, but I'm afraid I'll no longer be of use to you like this. I must escape.
And I am so
Damn!
used to the
I've
death
been-
roll 'cause I
I've
play
been
on
def-
classic.
I've been defeated, but I can't fall here. I must
In
make my
classic-
retreat.
In classic, she
Might as well just
dies.
turn wheel for this one because I think she'll be out of the whole dungeon at this point.
Oh, she will.
I think.
I
I've
think
never
so.
lost a unit fully in the in a dungeon before. Just
F.
Neither have I.
They always
No
turn
worries,
wheel.
guys. We're playing casual mode. Okay, well, you know what? Social experiment. Let's just like keep going, see what happens.
Okay. Even then, you have the exit already there. So if you
Yeah.
need her for any, if you want to give her any of the stuff from the fountain,
I
Guys,
just
go ahead and do
sent
that.
into.
Guys,
I
the
just sent
Fs-
y'all the Claire's portrait and her official art.
guys, the
From guidance.
F's in chat is appreciated,
Jeez.
but don't worry, she's not dead. She only retreated.
Yeah.
She's not
Staying
dead.
on casual.
She only retreated.
What was with her hair colors in Gaiden?
They're so weird. And I think whenever she was in Awakening, one of the
Red.
extra battles you could do in that game, they kept the red hair portrait.
Casual mode, don't worry.
I think they kept with all of the official art all the official art in
Yeah.
Like, thanks a bunch, Cliff.
Oh
Ah,
no, Awakening Claire has blue hair.
Claire was in Awakening too?
Oh, not really. It's just
optional
for an
battles.
extra fight. But yeah.
Awakening was supposed to be the last game in the series, and it was supposed to be like a nod to the past games, so they included the main characters of every game.
Phoenix mode, thoughts, anyone?
This is her Awakening art.
Oh.
It's green.
Huh.
Wait.
No, it's still bluish. It's just a
Yeah, but
different
it's
kind
also
of shade of
greenish.
blue. It's more turquoise, actually.
Alm
you're
had blue
Clive.
hair in Gaiden.
Here's Clive. If his voice sounds familiar, that's because he also voices Sigurd.
I think you mean Clarb.
You must have been
Claire.
wondering this.
Whatever.
But I'm
It's
all
Clurb. What do you mean?
Clurb.
Clurba.
has arrived before
Clurba.
true ill
Bingo
can
bongo.
befall me.
And you must be Alm. I've been looking forward to this meeting.
Yes, sir.
Please be at ease. Such
Not a bad
formality is
unit.
required here. You saved
He's
the
not
life of my dear
horrible,
sister.
but he never really does that well, except my recent playthrough.
Clive.
But shit, for Blitzkrieg, I found out what to do with him.
It's good to meet you.
Add him
the
to
answer is-
Paladin ASAP.
Yeah, the answer is you promote him because Paladin and Gold Knight bases are absurd.
In the flesh and everything.
Yeah, at least on normal mode. On hard mode, they fall off quite a bit.
Nah, Gold Knight doesn't. Gold Knight base is strong enough in hard mode to take on.
Gabe Yang. Phoenix, Andrew's asking about Phoenix mode. What are your thoughts?
It should stay dead.
Yeah, it should have never happened to begin with.
He does sound like Sigurd. Yeah, he does kind of sound like Sigurd Horse.
Well, yeah, that's because he is voiced by Sigurd.
Because he is.
Yeah, he's voiced by Grant George.
Not well, I fear.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing about Phoenix mode is that it's in Fates.
Too many.
Phoenix mode, by the way, Nick, is when a unit dies, they come back the next
I
turn.
was hoping to present Sir
What?
Mycen to them to reignite their
Yeah,
It was
so the
stupid
only
and a mistake.
and including the main lord. So the only way to lose is if all of your units die in one
Even
turn.
if I don't know what they are.
Okay,
So you
that
can
seems
lose
a
your
bit.
main ward,
Okay, that's a
still
bit.
win the whole
So-
map.
It seems a bit
If you-
redundant. Then why have it?
If you just want to experience the story, that makes it so you don't have to
It's
actually play the
Fates.
game. But it's Fates, which has no
No
story.
zero story.
Which does not have a good story whatsoever. So
Shut up.
at that
Yeah,
point,
it's
you're just
even
playing a
more
cruddy visual novel.
Yeah, but even then, casual mode is good enough if you just want to experience the story.
of the deliverance.
Yeah,
What? I mean,
Phoenix mode was just overkill.
Wait, did you just pass
You're
off
just
leader?
dumb.
Did you just pass off leadership to? Yeah, he
Oh!
did. He did pass off
Yes.
leadership.
All right, I'll be
Yeah, so
quiet
a
for
guy
this.
that he's never met.
You're
And then
the-
Fernand.
You're the captain now. You're the captain now. Oh, this.
Exactly.
Oh, this fucking twat.
Yep.
Taken leave of your senses? This needs to happen, Fernand. You know it as well as I. It's true the deliverance began as a group. of
Yeah, my man
like-minded
who was
individuals,
literally not in
but
Gaiden.
it's grown into an army where most of our volunteers are of common birth. We share a cause, but little else. I know not how to speak to their hearts. Sir Mycen began as a common soldier before rising to a knight and a count. His story resonates with these people. Do you not agree that his grandson is just the banner they would rally to?
What fool would agree with that? If some ungrateful peasant won't heed your command, you sweep him aside.
Think, Fernand. Are we so flush with soldiers that we can afford to drive able men away?
I for one think it's a fine idea.
You too?
Knights don't have a monopoly on skill. and Alm is as able a fighter as any. Clive has done all he can to hold the Deliverance together thus far. But if our ship is astray, then we must chart a new course. Alm is that course.
I'll rip that traitorous tongue from your throat!
Then you'll finally have the truth in your grasp. I lost friends at the southern outpost. Veteran men, yet dead all the same. We
That's such a
must
badass
adapt
line,
so
though.
we might end this war as
Oh.
quickly as possible. Please, just
They're saying all this. What the hell does Alm think
I know
about
I
this?
said I would do anything in my
Oh, yeah.
power, but I can't.
I understand what you can and cannot do, Arm. My lieutenants and I would continue to handle day-to-day affairs. We only need you to do one thing. Lead. You would be inspiring the troops and revitalizing the army. You are Sir Myson's grandson. I know you to be capable of such.
I'm not so sure.
Please, for me, for all of us. My
You
brother
really
tries
just wanted to
hard,
say for me, didn't
but I
you?
know the anxiety
Yes.
that fall on him. You can relieve him of at least a portion of that burden.
I want to, but... All right. If you think me worthy, then I won't let you down.
Are you certain? Then thank you, Alm. Thank you.
Just, please, keep your expectations low.
Okay, that's not something you should say, but
This could change
fine.
everything. The boy will make a splendid leader. Simply splendid.
Without a doubt.
I've heard enough of this idiocy.
Fernand, what?
I only joined this damned army because you were leading it. And now you want me to take orders from some wretched farm child?
This is no mere farm child, Fernand. He has Sir Myson's blood.
Myson? Ha! Damn him and his blood. They may sing of him as a hero, but no one even knows what wench the man sprang from. His entire story is a disgrace to the Sophian nobility. You need to invoke the name of that old man to control your men? Pathetic. Enough! I lost my taste for this long ago. We were supposed to be a band of noble knights, united in purpose, upholding a tradition, restoring the old order to Sophia. Now, the Deliverance is full of base-born serfs trying to lord over us. Like your Lieutenant Forsyth, or that Python, true to his name he is.
Both of them have proven themselves on the battlefield time and again. Are you suggesting I deny my men fair reward for their achievements? What incentive would they have then? The damned army wouldn't function. Hear me, Fernand. Hear me well. I know you have your reasons for closing your heart to the common folk. But please, for the sake of our ideals, you must think beyond them.
No, Clive. I will not. I would rather die than kneel to some whelp who was birthed in the hay. Today, we part ways for good and all. I am finished with you and your Deliverance. Farewell.
Fernand, wait!
God, I hate Fernand.
Dude is just Lawrence if Lawrence wasn't polite.
Shouldn't you go after him?
No.
I
knew
hate
this was gonna
Lawrence.
be
No,
happening.
actually, I like
I've had no
Lawrence from
shortage
Shadow
of
Dragon.
clashes lately.
Yeah, Lawrence from Shadow Dragon's fine.
So,
Listen, I prefer Lawrence from Mystery of the
perhaps it's
Emblem.
better this way.
Pre-Lawrence time skip is
I know it's
atrocious.
not much in the way of comfort, but
No, you gotta have Lawrence from Mystery of the Emblem. Not New
We shall
Mystery,
march
though.
on
They
Sophia
ruined him in that
Castle
game.
Just as soon as you feel we are prepared. I suppose you must still have many questions about the Deliverance. Feel free to ask around to any of the soldiers here.
Okay.
Yo, Clurb! Oh my god, you got Clurb. Oh, and Forsyth.
Greetings, friends. The Deliverance welcomes you.
Forsyth.
He has the
Sir Clive's
he has
lieutenant
the
and advisor.
stupidest name in this game.
Forsyth!
I love-
The castle and return Sophia to
Yeah, so he says, one of his, like, dialogue lines is, "I'm a Forsyth to be reckoned with."
Oh,
Which doesn't
shut
work
up about
anymore.
That line. It's so stupid.
It doesn't work anymore. His name in
Boo.
his name in Gaiden was Force.
What?
So if they kept his name the same, it would be "I'm a force to be reckoned with." But they changed it, so now it's just "I'm a Forsyth to be
But to
reckoned
be fair,
with," which is so
Forsyth
stupid.
sounds a little bit,
Both
Yeah,
are
it's-
cringe.
but I love it no matter what.
Yeah.
Forsyth is just one of those fun
Hesitation for
characters.
commoners is understandable.
No.
peasants
Was
living
just
on
doing
his
his
lands were
best.
starving because of the drought. They blamed Fernand for not providing for them and stormed his manor. His family died during the attack. Truly, a terrible thing.
Oh, so commoners
That's like saying-
killed his noble family.
That's like saying, oh yeah, a woman killed someone. Therefore, all women kill people. Like, it doesn't make sense.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Well, to be fair, to Fernand, his family all dying came as a shock to him. How he took it out was bad.
So much
It
of a
really was. It wasn't a good way for.
So much of a shock that he just considers all commoners repulsive and repugnant.
Yeah, Forsyth and Gaiden was a little bit edgier looking.
The translation team had a lack of force. God fucking! I can't believe I read that. Damn it, Calcian.
Anyway,
Yes!
he's said to be tough as nails.
That's a bit great. I'm a Forsyth to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I really like Forsyth's design in Gaiden.
Is there anything for me to examine here?
Gotcha.
No. Oh,
He had purple hair.
Mona herbs.
Yeah. But I understand why
Yeah, it
they
is.
changed it to green so he could fit more with the Cain and Abel kind of thing.
It's also
Oh, right,
because
this thing.
he looks exactly like Roshea, I think, from Shadow Dragon.
Oh, that might be why they changed him.
Yeah.
Oh, don't! You're becoming an armor knight.
To be fair, he's debatably
It's
the
a
best armor
pure-
guy in the game.
It's also a pure benefit in this game because his movement doesn't go down; it just doesn't go up.
Yeah.
Fine.
It just stays stagnant. And to be
Fine.
Yeah,
fair,
there's-
Alm has a lot of situations where Lucas will be incredibly helpful. Especially whenever
I
Silk gets
disagree.
Really? Because he's been doing really good in my Blitzkrieg run.
So
Especially
it
with the
depends-
Rider Bane.
it depends heavily on your playstyle. He's definitely worse in this game than he was in Gaiden, because in Gaiden you can just warp him wherever you want.
For clarification, chat, I don't like armored units, and
Neither do I.
And I typically prefer units with swords that are fast.
Fair enough. And
Um,
you're gonna really like Celica's route because she gets quite a few.
yo, to quote a wise man, 5 dread fighters.
Gosh.
Proceed. Wait,
I love Bismix.
we could
I love
proceed.
Bismix.
We could proceed further.
Yes, you can,
Yeah.
because now you can go to the fountains.
I wouldn't recommend using them though,
Oh, the
Why?
fountains.
because probably the best way to use these, they're shared. You get 3 total uses between the two, and they give different stats. So before using them, check out the other one.
That one's attack.
there's
this
attack.
one is defense.
Defense.
I would actually prefer using defense
So-
over attack for right now.
The thing that I will say is that if you promote a unit, the
Oh,
promotions just bring you up to the base stats of the new class.
Oh.
So it's
Yeah.
probably better to wait until you promote a unit. Otherwise,
Or
they just
use them
don't-
on Alm because he'll benefit from them no matter what.
Does his class promotion give stats in this game?
No, it doesn't. By the time you'll be able to get to the point where he promotes, the promotion gains are basically nothing. Aside from like
Okay, and-
You'll hate
HP.
and, you'll hate and love
Not that it-
FE4.
Not that it really matters, but no, everyone hates and loves Arden in FE4.
Yeah, most units, most lords do use swords. Yes, that is good news for me. Hold on. I wonder why I could post this. Wait, hold on. I think a majority of us in here are actually in Fair server. Yang, can send the picture. I posted a picture of like Marth's stats from the final chapter from FE11 that we did.
Yeah, on it.
Post it in the FE chat.
Yeah, what our 20 speed, 17 strength Marth?
Yes, I told you, I got blessed with a good Marth.
Good lord. Yeah, Silk should definitely benefit from that because I don't think she gets much you don't get a lot of defense whenever they promote.
I honestly, when it comes to defense buffs, I always give it to the mages. Like
They
for
also-
reasons.
Silk and Faye also promote later than any other units.
Yeah.
Okay, I can only use one. I got it.
That being said, no, you can use both. It's just you get 3 uses total between the two.
Oh, okay, I get it.
The other thing that you could do is use attack on Silk. That way she gets more warp range.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that's how that works.
I use armor use, but at the same time, I prefer my cavalry for rapid assault on the battlefield or to cover threatened sectors during a defense map myself.
Well, cavalry
Honestly,
units are usually
I know
the
they're
best
one of the
units in
more.
game.
I know they're one of the more least popular classes in the game, but I do like my armor knights.
What is that?
What the heck is happening? That's a weird glitch. That.
What the hell was that?
What do you mean? You don't like
Definitely
this?
an
You don't
emulator
like
thing. That is definitely an emulator thing.
If you want an explanation for why that's happening, it's because when you run it, it increases the field of view, and there's probably something about the game's programming that causes that to be hidden behind field of view normally.
Because that definitely doesn't happen for the normal version.
Recruit the snake.
One thing. Yeah, he's bad, but you can use him.
Okay. Come along.
To be fair,
this game,
in Alm's
doesn't have
route, you
the
kind of want everyone you can get.
All right, come along.
Yeah.
Come along, snake.
His issue is that he's a bow user with very little skill, and bows in this game typically have
Okay,
low accuracy.
I'm not the only one that saw that, right, guys?
Oh.
But
Everyone in
no,
chat's
I saw that. That was.
Okay, why said you'll love Arden? He uses swords. Why else said you'll hate Arden? He's an armor knight. Oh, a sword armor knight?
Yeah. He's a sword armor, which is
to be fair,
pretty bad.
He's a very fun unit in Fire Emblem Heroes.
All right, engage.
I'm begging ya, don't call me slow. I love Arden.
As a friend, you are replaceable. Farewell.
As a friend, you are replaceable. Farewell.
What happened? The DS is faulty. That's what happened, Galcian. It's not an emulator, guys. It was the DS.
They made his name to stay.
Also, use for information, you can make anyone Alm retreat the dungeon, and it is the fast way to get out. Oh.
Yeah, you can also make other units retreat the dungeon, and then they're not available in battle. So if you're scared of them dying, you can do that. His name in Gaiden was Dozer.
Dozer? Yeah. How do you pronounce his name in Echoes?
To say.
I think I would have preferred Dozer.
Yeah, to say is stupid because it's French, and I don't like French.
Disclaimer, Chad, he grew up in Canada.
I did not grow up in Canada. I just spent a lot of time there growing up.
Oh.
Difference.
Okay, fine.
Now that you bring up Canada, my mind immediately goes to South Park.
I mean, that's an accurate depiction of Canada. Listen, if you've never been to if you never met a Nova Scotian, you wouldn't have any way to know that they are actually mushroom people. But they are.
I mean, I do watch one YouTuber called Nitro Rad who is from Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia's gorgeous. I would love to visit there at some point.
The voice acting is so good. Crest! Oh my god, it's the Crest of Flames. How is the Crest of Flames talking?
Unfortunately, this is like I think the only Fire Emblem game that doesn't have the Fire Emblem.
He's made the boy figurehead.
Yeah.
Some decrepit hero's name.
I also was.
It doesn't have any sort of direct mention
You
at all.
can, Galcian, you can if we shut up. You can hear it if we shut up.
Yeah. I mean, I know that Nick will disagree with me, but I will insist that the Crest of Flames is the Fire Emblem.
No, I agree with you now, but not once was it mentioned that was a Fire Emblem mentioned in Three Houses. Yeah. It's like yes, it's the crest of it's the Crest of Flames, but it's not explicitly said that it's the Fire Emblem. The crest
of Flames is an emblem of fire.
The crest can talk. Trust. I don't know.
New master. Wait. Explain yourself.
I don't like French. Everyone's thoughts during the revolution. Okay.
Also true.
Oh, cutscene.
Yep.
Oh, shush. The music here is great.
Okay, I'll stop talking. Let's stop talking.
What a
Hello,
weird
Berkut.
cutscene.
Here comes one of the
I
best
love
villains in
Berkut.
That's his name, Berkut.
Yeah,
Yes.
Berkut. He was not in Gaiden at all.
Did she, Zenny?
Gosh.
Thanks to you, Alm.
I'll find out. I'll find out sooner or later, Zenny. I'm currently doing a Crimson Flower run on the side.
Ah, sick.
Fellow soldiers.
Okay.
Anyways, this is a sick chapter.
Okay, I'm going to turn up the game just a little bit.
So, fun fact about this chapter, it is technically one of the only non-route maps in Gaiden and Echoes.
So this is the
It's
so-called
still a route map though,
What a dish-
because
Could
It's
awesome.
half
it doesn't
route.
end.
Best villain in this
It doesn't
game,
end
yes.
whenever the boss
Series-wise,
is
there are
killed.
better ones to me.
Find a comfortable seat, Lord Berkut.
It doesn't, but like half of the chapter does, so.
Trouble himself with
True.
such rabble. You may watch from on high, as my finest troops cut them down like wheat.
What is Dozer's voice actor sound familiar?
Shall we, Renee?
I don't know. I like those.
I don't know. I never really looked into his VA.
It's horrible, and I will make no spectacle of it.
I jest, my dear. Forgive me. I must take my leave.
Berkut voice actor also voices Boone.
Trust the Draco shield I lent will add to your...
Oh yeah,
You know,
I
one.
do hear it. That is Boone.
Gift, my lord. You honor me.
Wait, really? I did not know. I don't know much about Void VAs anyway.
Yes, my lord.
You said the name of the Deliverance's new leader is Alm, correct? And that he is of common birth? There is no mistake in this.
None, my lord.
Oh, to say his voice is Stroheim and JoJo.
Oh, sick.
One is born either noble or
You can kill to say this map if you're willing to.
But
Berkut
to be
named
fair,
after the-
that takes forever.
You aren't going to. You are not going to. It takes forever. It takes a lot of just tedious standing
And
there
here's
with
the
a
thing.
Levin sword.
As someone who has played this game a lot,
It's not worth it.
Dozer is Hammond from Three Houses? That's him? I know his voice sounds familiar to me.
Did a leader make so amateur a mistake? The Deliverance...
He's also Igor in P3 and 4.
All of Zofia will soon belong to the Empire.
So you're going to waste time to get the Draco shield? I don't have to. I don't know what.
You'll
I don't know what the
you'll
hell's.
see.
I don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
I will succeed His Majesty Rudolph and become the next Emperor. I shall rule over
Yo,
the
true,
whole
actually.
continent as I was meant to.
God, Renea is hot.
My Empress.
yes.
Does this please
Yeah.
I do not have words.
It has
So
begun.
true. So true.
I pray this Alm fellow makes the battle at least halfway entertaining.
I love Berkut's design.
It just okay.
Yes.
The screen just disappeared. There we go.
There's very few units in Fire Emblem who have black as their main color.
But gosh, Berkut pulls it off.
It's so. I mean, black is like my favorite color for clothing.
Hear me, worms of the rebel army. You have
Honestly,
done well
as
to
time
look
keeps
at
going
this
on, my
fight,
favorite color for
but
clothing
you
for
have
me has been
no
pink.
hope of defeating me.
Pink is such a sick color too.
Take the cavalry.
It takes a strong man to like wearing pink.
I always wear pink. Like half my shirts are pink.
To open door, go
I
behind
wore a
door, and
salmon
press
colored
open
shirt
door.
throughout most of
There's
this.
literally no reason to do that.
Thanks for telling me to open door.
To be fair,
Well,
if you go to, if
saying-
you split up your forces and have some of them go to the left, like Clive and Claire, or can open up that gate.
Yeah.
To make it so your troops can funnel in a little bit better, like. Can funnel in.
Alternatively, you can just warp everyone.
Oh,
in.
that guy.
Yeah,
Yep,
Slade,
Slade's
who looks
back.
completely unhinged, and right behind him is
Who the
Dozer,
hell is that guy?
Oh, those
generic
are Arcanists.
generic artist.
Arcanists have dark magic compared to your standard
Wait, is
magic,
it?
and trust me, it
Oh,
hurts. It hurts a lot. Not so much miasma, but the later spells can be really annoying.
The bigger
particularly
issue with
Meyer.
them is that they have recover, which means they can
Oh,
heal
yeah.
the enemies.
I
which
tried
is
to get the Draco
really,
shield
really
once, made a lot of progress, but ultimately failed. I don't get it. What's
What?
what's the problem?
Look at Desai or Dozer.
Look at to say stats. The Draco
Shield plus
Shield gives him
13?
13 defense and
I
res, making
see.
him almost impossible to kill, but unless you abuse the 1 damage, and, And one time, I was actually able to do this.
Wait,
I
so
sandwiched
I've done it a
him
couple
between
times.
wait, so how do we win the map then?
take down Slade and disable retreats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which, happens naturally. If you don't take down the say, really the only way to do it is to have
Distract
Flare.
Slade somehow by getting Slade to low enough HP so he falls back to one of the tiles.
That's not what
So
I
then
did. I
disable-
sent Claire to the top left, just in his range, and he walked up the staircase. And then because he was never able to get in range of any other units, because Claire could just fly over the wall, he would never actually attack the other units. He would just sit
So
there.
he'd just give up.
Yeah, if he's not in,
That's easier.
if none of your units are in range of him, he won't go for anyone.
I was able to kill
You know,
him.
I
If you
still
get him over
wish
the wall,
that-
he
Make
just
sure.
I wish that Engage at that, for the NPC fights, where if you just get in the enemy's range, in their range, in the skirmish battles, if you just get in the enemy's range, they'll move. Not every unit on the map. Gosh, Engage's
like
skirmish battles are stupid.
They are fixed to an extent.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Engage is fun.
It's
Engage
a
is
fun
really
game.
fun.
It is a fun game. Don't get me wrong.
Hey,
It just
Nick,
has a
Slade
few
is
little
Okuma.
quirks in there that just.
Slade voices a President Okumura.
Oh shoot!
I did not
No,
know
Slade
that.
voices Haru.
Why did I laugh at that?
Listen, they have similar personalities if you think about it.
Wait, and you told me
Also-
that you told me that archers don't really have that big of an effect on flyers in this game, right?
Bows are effective against flyers. Archers don't hold bows though.
These are
Like
archers.
if you'll see they have bow, but they're not actually holding a weapon.
Oh.
Every actual bow weapon has effectiveness against flyers. I don't know if this is the case in Echoes, but in OG Gaiden, there is one enemy archer that actually has a bow. So aside from that one enemy archer, no archers are effective against flyers. Makes flyers
It'll
way
take a
better
while
than
for,
they should be.
and it'll take a while for the archers to get anti-flyers.
Damn it.
Yeah, well, in Gaiden, literally one archer is effective against flyers in the entire game.
Python's a
Wow.
bow user. Okay.
Yeah. So,
I do want to play the original Gaiden one day. It's just
fun.
one of those. I know it'll be a
You
fun
had-
time, but it's
you
also gonna
had-
be jarring for me just because of how
You had fun
I'm
with it,
used to
yeah?
Echoes.
it's a Fire Emblem game. The worst Fire Emblem game is better than 99% of games, in my opinion.
That's fair.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
There are
Kaga,
quite a few.
Kaga had a thing for flyers. on top of
Makes
bows
sense.
not being effective against flyers in this game.
Oh, crit!
Nice crit.
Nice.
But on top of that, in original Gaiden, once you promoted a flyer, they always did triple damage to all undead enemies.
What if he crits again?
What the?
In this
No,
game, they
he
get
doesn't
plus
crit
10
again.
damage against undead enemies. In that game, they do triple damage, which is absurd.
Guys, I turned the
Yeah.
game. Hold on, Chad. I turned the game volume up. How loud is it now? Too loud now, or too still kind of quiet?
Also, they wield lances. In the original Gaiden, you get about 5 swords on Celica's route,
Uh-huh.
1 on Alm's route. You get like 3 lances on Alm's route, which means that Pegasus Knights are really the only class that actually gets a weapon. It's like
Sounds
Pegasus
fine.
Knights, Cavaliers, and Armors get weapons. Armors suck in that game.
Brother. Thank you. Okay, cool.
Cool.
What's the point in going this way?
You can send Claire up there and open the door.
So, quick question
Yeah.
for anyone. Are any of y'all familiar at all with Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I was
I-
just bringing up that I've been currently working on one of my decks.
Oh.
that I really want to be really strong.
I played Yu-Gi-Oh like a select few times. I'm not so familiar with it.
Fair
I'm more of a
enough.
Magic the Gathering guy, but one of my best friends is a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Gotcha.
Like the
Yeah,
most.
one of the decks that I've
Go ahead.
been working on that I have the most nostalgia for, that's not my heroes, is one of my decks that I have used like literally the most as a kid was my Stardust deck.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, and I've been making that as good as possible lately due to all the support and all the future cards that they're gonna get. And currently, it's been pretty fun. I've been just literally while we've been doing this live stream, I've just been doing some test hands.
Zenny, I am familiar with dual monsters.
I really like Blue Eyes decks. Blue Eyes decks are just so fun.
Yeah, Blue Eyes
They're
decks have a
so-
really fun playstyle to them, especially with a lot of their new cards.
I am
Bro,
familiar
Bingo
with-
Machine Go is one of the most funny cards in any game.
Yes, and not only that,
Search out
recently
any three normal dragons with blue eyes in their name. Your opponent chooses a card face down. That card gets added to your hand. Then shuffle.
if you just pick 3
So
copies of
stupid.
standard Blue Eyes, you get a Blue Eyes no matter what.
Or if you pick Dragon Spirit of White, which is an effect monster that is treated as a normal monster, and its name is always treated as Blue Eyes.
Or if they also decide to pick like if you also grab like alternative White Dragon as well.
Yeah, but Dragon Spirit of White is so funny. It's treated as Blue Eyes White Dragon, but it has 500 less attack. But it has the effect of let me think. It's destroy 1 card in your opponent's spell or trap zone, which is really nice. If your opponent controls at least 1 monster, you can summon you can sacrifice this monster to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand.
Oh yeah, Dragon Spirit of White is fun, especially in Duel Links.
Oh, it's so fun in Duel Links. Duel Links Blue
Oh,
Eyes
yeah.
decks are actually decent, but
Blue Eyes
in modern
Triumph
I
game, it's so bad.
Blue Eyes Triumph.
Oh, actually,
game
not
all
anymore.
the way.
They recently got some really good stuff like Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, as they
I
turn
haven't seen
kind of
any
as
of
Blue
these
Eyes
before.
Jet.
But I hope so. I love Blue Eyes.
Yeah, and they also got a new version of. They also have now Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, who is really fun.
Listen, obviously we know the best card in the game is 5-headed dragon. You know, the best card.
He still holds the record for highest base attack points on a monster.
I thought it was
Oh, he's-
beaten.
Brother.
Nope. No, because the 10,000 Dragon does not have it as his base.
I thought there was like
Whatever that-
Master Dragon, Dragon Master Knight or something had
Oh no,
higher.
he shares the same. They both
Oh
are
yeah, both 5,000.
Okay. Some of them are tied, but he set the basis.
Yeah, it's such a funny card. Because like, yeah, 5,000 attack, you have to get rid of 5 cards or 6 cards, so it's minus
Oh shoot, I
5.
forgot that Slade can double Clive at base.
Yeah, only if he's wielding a steel lance.
Okay. I think I
Yeah.
remember for my Blitzkrieg run, I decided to trade either Lucas or Claire the Steel Lance and gave Clive a shield, so then he could do a bit more.
Yeah, Clive's speed problems aren't actually that bad. It's just that he's normally wielding a lance, which weighs him down. But if you take that away, he actually doesn't get doubled.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what really holds him back.
By the way,
funny enough.
you guys talking about
69K.
you guys talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. The chat's talking about Yu-Gi-Oh now. I don't know if you're reading.
Yeah,
stuff.
I know. It always happens whenever I bring it up.
Listen, all that I can say is Magic the Gathering Arena added in the stupidest card of all time, and I love it.
Gotcha. I know
They
Magic
added,
has...
well, you know how
They have a-
some Yu-Gi-Oh cards are broken?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Magic's mana system at all?
Yes, I am. Because I played
Okay.
a little bit of Magic in the past.
What do you think of a card that is 1 blue, 1 generic? So literally 2 mana.
That sounds
Take
pretty
another
good.
There we go.
take another turn after this one.
Okay.
Who doesn't love?
Are you talking?
Yeah, great on defense. That's fine.
Are you talking to me, Hang? Or are you talking about Yu-Gi-Oh?
I'm
still?
talking. I'm talking about. I'm talking Magic the Gathering here to
Oh.
Gabe. It is a 2-mana card that lets you just take another turn.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, it's called Time Walk. Really busted card. It was like one of the first cards they banned.
That checks out.
Never been unbanned in modern format. They added a card called Oracle of the Alpha to Magic the Gathering Arena, which puts 1 copy of each of the Power 9 into your deck. The Power 9 being that card.
I tried getting into Magic, didn't work so well. for me.
Ancestral Recall, which is Pot of Greed.
That is fair, Zenny. Really quick. That is fair, Zenny, just because the game, like, it's weird. Magic has... Both Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic have similar problems where they can be pretty annoying to get into. Magic is a little bit easier, but you have to have a friend who knows what all of, like, the certain abilities do.
Or a manual.
That too. Some of the wording on some of the Magic, on the cards in Magic can be pretty annoying too.
There's a card in yeah, so basically Oracle of the Alpha gives you, I would say it gives you that card that gives you an extra turn. It gives you essentially Fiber Jar from Yu-Gi-Oh! So, you know, one of the most stupid...
Oh shoot, just a full reset?
It doesn't affect the field, but it shuffles all cards in both players' hands and graveyards into their deck, then each player draws 7 cards.
Ease.
Allow me.
And that's 3 mana. And, you know, unlike Fiber Jar, you don't have to flip it. You can just play it from your hand, so it's pretty absurd. It gives you each of the Moxed cards, which are 0 mana artifacts that have tap for 1 mana of a certain color. So basically just letting you play an extra land each turn, which is busted.
Oh, yeah, because I know that the mana system is one of the reasons why Magic is definitely one of the, like, has a slower start. But once things get going, that game can get insane.
Yeah. And the other card that it gives you is 1 blue mana. Target player draws 3 cards.
What the heck?
Yeah, you like Pot of Greed? What if it gave you another card?
That weirdly enough reminds me of one card from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga. Because you know how for certain series and like how for the manga and stuff they just develop certain cards that just bail you out of a situation.
Yang, Gabe.
Yeah,
one
literally
card
all of the gods. Yeah.
I know.
He's been
I
defeated.
know.
He's
I
been
must
defeated.
retreat.
He's been defeated, but he can't fall here. He has to retreat.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, in Gaiden he dies here.
Oh, shoot.
Slade has been defeated. Damned rebels will rule this day.
You see, I never understood that.
The rest of you are
In Gaiden this makes sense.
castle at all costs.
In
Hold
this
the ca-
game,
Hold the castle at all costs. No, thank you.
in this game, if you actually defeat him here, he's like, I was not the real Desai.
Yeah,
I
it was
was
a
a
stunt.
clone.
It was his stunt double.
A
He's so
stunt
stupid.
double.
He doesn't even retreat. He's just like, yeah, it wasn't me to begin with.
Yeah, it was his stunt double.
Ha! You fools!
Not even, it's like baseball. Like I wish I was kidding, but
But yeah,
but literally whenever I think of that moment, I just think of that one scene. Baseballs.
but the bailout cards, like literally all of the Egyptian god cards.
But I also want to bring this up though. The card I was trying to bring up for the GX manga.
That's good. Holy crap.
Oh,
That's very
nice!
Oh my god.
+5, very good. This might hurt.
7.
Yeah. They do a decent chunk of damage.
You do get the shield
Yeah.
in the battle. You kill him, I think.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I didn't even get a chance
get
to
the
fight
shi-
him anyway, so I don't. So
It's,
I think it don't matter.
Minus 10 speed, plus 13 to defense and resistance.
Finally, I want to bring up a couple of the cards from the GX manga that were kind of bonkers. One of them was another version of Pot of Greed, but both players get to draw 3 cards.
Yeah.
No restrictions.
Well, the difference between that and Ancestral Recall is that Ancestral Recall, you choose a player to gain to draw 3 cards.
Jeez.
So you can choose yourself
Kill
to
him,
draw
player.
3 cards.
Yeah, it really seems like Magic has some of the more busted cards ever.
Oh yeah, no, Magic has some gross cards. I mean, planeswalkers as a whole are just kind of stupid.
Claire!
Yeah, I know I had one planeswalker when I was a kid called, I believe, Garuk.
You ever heard of Karn
That-
Liberated?
No.
Alright, so
We
the way
just-
that planeswalkers work...
He just bashed him with the shield. Holy crap.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the knight animations in this game. They're so good. Compared to how they were for, were in Fates and Awakening, these just are so much better.
So, the way that planeswalkers work is, you play them, they come with a certain amount of loyalty counters, and then you can add or subtract a certain number of loyalty counters to activate an effect. If they reach 0, they die.
Alrighty.
Karn Liberated, 7 generic mana. And colorless decks typically play a lot of cards that give you colorless mana, so you can get that out like turn 4 or turn 3.
Camera, you're not facing him.
Yeah, the camera can be a little weird at times, especially whenever it comes to other elevations and stuff.
Claire,
Um,
one of these days,
And that
can
also
you hit
reminds me
2
of a
attacks at once?
hilarious glitch that can happen with one of the characters later on in this game. It's only happened to me once, but my gosh, I just I laughed quite a bit.
Maybe one of these days Claire can hit 2 attacks simultaneously rather than just miss one. But
That'd be
still hit
nice.
the other. That
So-
would be really
Yeah,
nice.
but as I was saying, the glitch that happened in this game was one of the Cavaliers, after he does his victory animation in one of the later parts of the game,
yeah.
there is a random chance it'll show him warping off of his horse.
Warping off his horse.
Yes, I'm not even kidding. I don't know what I did to trigger it, but it is hilarious. Ooh, nice, he got speed.
Speed.
Very good.
He really
Alright,
needs that
so-
early.
So, Karn Liberated, right?
Yeah.
Comes
Okay.
with 6 loyalty counters.
Okay. Thunder's apparently 3 range.
Yeah,
Thunder's
1/3.
3 range in this game. It is great.
That is good.
So,
For the most part, except
Karn-
from the 70 hit rate.
Karn Liberated. 6 base. If you can add 4 to exile to make another player exile a card from their hand,
I can read our clues like a
which is fantastic.
Yeah.
just like that level up.
You can subtract 3 to exile any permanent on the field.
Yes, Moon, you're a fellow GX manga reader. Awesome.
So you can exile any permanent on the field, any card on the field, including lands, which is really funny. And then at so you can subtract 14. So if you've basically after 2 turns, restart the game, leaving in exile all permanent cards exiled with Karn. Then put those cards onto the battlefield under your control.
My dogs are barking. I'm sorry, chat.
So basically, you can think of Karn Liberated as Fiber Jar, but instead of
Yeah.
just restarting the game, you restart the game, and all of the cards that you removed from the field by doing that, you get control of them.
Jeez.
It is absurd. And it's considered one of the most busted cards in the series if you're able to pull it off.
Yes, Clive
Which
did
isn't
do
even
that.
that hard.
Clive did do that, Andrew.
Andrew, we have all the DLC, so it's fine.
To be fair, though, you have to do the Deliverance DLC to unlock the ability to increase those supports.
Yeah, which, to be fair, Gaiden didn't have any supports except for all himself. Which, you know, granted, that is the most busted support bonus in the entire franchise, but
Yeah, I read that. 100% crit. What the crud?
100% crit. To be fair, there's only one chapter where you're able to make use of it.
I know.
But still
That just
good.
means Alm is just gonna wreck everything for that whole level.
Yeah.
For that one chapter, he'll be like untouchable.
Oh, to be fair, in that chapter, Alm and Celica start on, like, opposite sides of the map,
Well, yeah.
and you can take out most of those enemies with just, like, Falcon Knights, since they do effective damage against literally every enemy on that map.
Brother.
Yeah, remember, Those guys are on
Yeah.
40 avoid tiles, so
Where's Cliff?
because if guiding hit rates weren't low enough, let's make every tile indoors 20 avoid, except for the supply tiles that are 40 avoid.
Not even close.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
Aw.
Moon, you were really lucky when it comes to that because my library, whenever I was growing up, barely had any of those. I only read like a couple issues of the 5Ds manga, which, looking back, it's all right. And then I only like one volume of the GX manga. Gosh.
I've gotten really into just like owning books.
It's definitely really nice.
I'm illiterate.
I'm trying
That
to
is-
get more into buying some of the Lord of the Rings books.
Oh, they're so good.
Chat, I'm not.
Yeah, I
Chat,
plan on-
Go ahead. Sorry.
One of the books I really want to read because it stars one of my favorite characters in the series, Glorfindel. I
Yep.
really want to read The Fall of Gondolin.
Fair enough.
Chat.
'Cause from what
Okay, chat. I'm not actually illiterate. I just hate reading.
No.
What do you mean no?
Because I've always been interested in the character ever since his inclusion in one of the RTS games, Battle for Earth 2.
Yo,
I've
my
always-
brother was a top ranked player on that game.
What's that?
What? Yeah, Gary. What was that?
Yeah, at least it's defense. That's helpful.
It's okay. He doesn't need level ups. He gets absurd promotion bonuses.
I really want the Twilight Princess manga.
Yeah, I remember you brought that up in one of Lewis's live streams.
I'm not a fan of the Twilight Princess manga. It retcons a lot.
Fair enough.
What? Fire has 85 hit?
Yeah.
Very amusing.
I can't wait until On promotes.
It has a-
and he starts
it has
doing
80
Sonic
hit
the Hedgehog
in
spin
Gaiden.
dashes into the enemy with a sword. He does that?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I know that the Dread Fighters do that as well.
No, Dreadfighters teleport into the enemy and then just like spin back. It's really funny.
Well, yeah, but they also have another thing whenever their counterattack is basically a spin dash.
Oh yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, in
After this
Gaiden,
fight, I also recommend just promoting your guys off the bat. Or whenever you're just going back to the other area and promoting
Do I
you
have to
guys.
go back to the dungeon for that?
Yeah.
oh, it's because it supports the +5 to hit for
Alright,
fire.
that's-
Fire has
okay.
80 hit.
Alright, that's everything. There we go. Battle
Awesome.
complete.
That was a bit faster than I expected.
Be less painful.
Thing is how it took us like an hour and 30.
I
I
told
was
you.
expecting this to take at least like 2 hours.
Pathetic.
To be fair, we only had
Is all talk.
2 chapters.
The Chancellor's
True.
The Chancellor's all talk.
What shall we do now, my lord?
We cannot hold the castle with my detachment alone. We must retreat. For now,
I've been
you
defeated.
follow me. We'll join up with our main force in the forest.
Yes, my lord.
Without fighting.
You have made an impression on
Yeah.
me. Yes, you have.
Oh yeah, so can I tell you the funny part in my Blitzkrieg run as well?
What?
Dessae's forces are retreating.
I got through the first 2 acts of the game
We won?
in like 2 hours.
We won.
Wow.
Yeah, I know that game like the back of my hand.
Okay.
Of our own people.
And I was also skipping all the cutscenes just because I've seen the story like a billion times now.
I was about to say, if you skip the cutscenes, this game is like 20 hours long.
Kiss my hand and thank me
Yeah.
for securing this victory.
I love
I'm not,
Claire.
I'm not doing that.
I know.
I will.
A jest only, I assure you. You were wonderful, Alm. This victory proves you have what it takes to
I should
lead
also
us.
mention that Claire's VA in this game is also the current voice actor for Lucina,
Sure, but
Really?
Yeah, sick.
before we start throwing
Yes.
voices around,
Alexis Tipton.
Slade and Slade both got away, remember?
This is whenever
And you sure
I
don't
believe
think
Laura
this
Bailey
is
dropped out of the
someone's
series.
moment? Forget who got away. There's still
Yeah.
plenty of reason to celebrate.
I like Laura Bailey. She's cool.
Correct.
Yeah,
True.
Laura
It
Bailey
is
is cool.
incredible those two snakes managed to elude us.
voices the best
But
version of
us,
MJ in
had
Spider-Man.
taken the castle, the
That's
symbol
true.
of her kingdom. Was this not the Deliverance's primary goal?
Indeed, it was. I know this war will continue as long
We will
as
get
the
to her
Empire
soon.
desires Sophia.
Eventually get
But this
Matilda.
victory is
Well,
a sweet
eventually.
chalice.
It's hold on. This is all. So this is technically the end of Act 1, right?
Clive,
Almost. We still have a bit more to go.
Oh.
It's mostly dialogue though.
How many acts are there? You said?
So then,
5.
shall we go
Oh, Act 5 is the shortest. Acts 3 and 4 are the longest.
I see.
Act 2 is about around the same length.
Now, hold on.
Act 2 is a little bit shorter.
Acts in this game or acts in story?
This game total.
In the game total, because in
okay.
Acts 3 and 4,
Don't say. Oh, don't wait. Don't say. We'll get to it when we get to it.
Okay, cool.
Let's leave it there.
Okay, cool. Anyway, now I recommend going back to the previous dungeon just so you can promote your guys, because it's literally just a straight shot there.
Right.
Now that you've opened the door, you don't have to go around. You can just go straight forwards.
What the?
Oh yeah, you only get 10 units to deploy in each dungeon.
Yeah, which is a change from Gaiden. In Gaiden, you can only deploy a certain number of units. It depends on the map.
Hold on.
But
Go to order to try and... Well, and the first 10 units will be deployed.
Who needs him?
so in Gaiden, you can only deploy a certain number of units, but you could reorder your units inside of a dungeon.
Okay, so just explore.
Just explore.
But how
And
do
then
I
just go all the way... If
how do
you
I
go
fast
back to
travel?
the... You don't fast travel, you
You
just need to straight shot it all the way to the other area.
Oh, that's kind of lame. Ah, there it is again.
Oh my gosh! This is the weirdest glitch for this.
It's
Alright,
like
I won't
Metroid
do-
Prime,
I won't
when
do
you
it
go
again.
into the cold area in Metroid Prime and you can see Samus'
Just
eyes.
kidding, I'm doing it
Oh
again.
my gosh, you're so right! It is just like the Metroid Prime thing. Except I think in the original version of Metroid Prime is a bit more spooky. Yeah, look at those promotion boosts.
Wow,
Holy
nice.
Christ.
It literally just buffs you up to the base stats of the class, plus 1 HP.
Terms are in like the whole like mercenaries class line is insane.
Much worse in Gaiden, because the strength growths are low in that game, and mercenaries and myrmidons have like no strength stat.
Did you glitch the map onto the screen? I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah,
it is.
Horace,
It's gotta
it's
be
because of
it's a
what
3D.
he's playing it off of.
It's a 3DS glitch. It's good. It's a 3DS glitch, guys. Nothing.
Yes, yeah, his 3DS is kind of busted. That's
Nothing
why
is-
that capture card is not capturing. It's still capturing stuff well, but it's causing unfortunate glitches.
Yeah, another thing is it only happens when I run like this.
Oh my gosh! It literally just looks like you're having
It's
a
amazing.
flashback. It's amazing.
When is it a good time?
Home
to
has severe trauma.
When is it a good time to remember that Vietnam flashback? Right
Oh,
now.
fun fact, Nick, before you exit,
Damn it!
Shoot.
Sorry.
go back in. I want you to see something really funny.
Oh goodness, what is it?
If you run towards a wall, first of all, if you run and attack, you get a different attack animation, which is really cool. You have to be actually running, yeah. And then you attack while you're at full speed.
Oh, okay. Oh.
If you do that into a wall, it looks really funny.
Yes, it is.
Like,
Okay,
you
it's
have
gotta
to be going like
solid wall, not
straight
like
at a
that.
wall.
So,
No, you have to just be really going straight into the wall.
there we go.
I
Zombies!
just find that hilarious.
It is so good.
Hey!
Almost such a dork.
Unfortunately, I don't think Celica can do that because she has different animation.
Glitch in the Matrix.
I
What the
think
fuck?
she
This is what we were.
still
This is
can.
what we were talking about earlier, by the way.
Galcian, if you can get your Dread Fighters to level 10 in Gaiden, you're a god.
This just enter Zofia Castle then.
Yep. Okay.
I think
First of all, if you wanna
Gray
go
was the
to-
only unit that I did that for, and it took me like 30 minutes to actually do it.
Chancellor retreated to his fortress west of the northern forest.
Oh my head.
He'll be begging Rigel for help.
Not being able to walk around in here is weird to me.
Fair enough.
Behind and die
To be fair,
instead.
the older Fire Emblem games were just an.
Huzzah for the deliverance!
Yeah, but in
I don't know. I was gonna
Gaiden,
go with that.
in Gaiden, you can actually walk around in the castles.
Oh, what a joy to watch
Yeah.
him run.
I understand why they actually changed it, like
My heartfelt
the more
thanks.
point-and-click style, because I believe they wanted just a bit more variety for different locations and didn't want to just have it like walk everywhere. That and the 3DS could only do so much.
The Gaiden also had a bit of a problem with being too similar to Shining Force,
Oh.
which had that same kind of system. So I
A
think
Rider's Bane.
That might be another reason why.
was not in. Or actually, no. Rider's Bane was in here in Gaiden.
Blue cheese.
Yeah.
Ram
The Rider's
wine.
Bane will be incredibly helpful throughout Act 3 and 4. Because it
Rider's
lets the
Bane.
user do super effective damage against cavalry. And there just so happens to be quite a lot of calves.
Rider's Bane is also the only item that was in this area in Gaiden.
Now they added
Black
a few more.
Pearl.
Black Pearl, that is only useful when it comes to DLC stuff.
Yeah,
Which we are not doing. Is that
You
it?
remember
or
the
is there
star-
something else?
that's it. You remember the Star Sphere in Shadow Dragon?
Yeah.
It gives you that.
May I have your attention?
Oh.
But it has to be combined with a bunch of other shards.
Yeah, it
It's true we have
works the same
been
as it did in
described by
FE3.
the
Okay,
Chancellor.
so the
but-
story.
But
Let's listen.
Chancellor Desay, the man who started all this, remains at large, and the Regalian army yet lingers inside our kingdom's borders. To free Sophia, we must find Desay, slay him, and drive Rigel back for good.
Yes?
You are our commander now. We would hear your opinion on this.
Oh, right.
Yes, they do, and they should.
Well, what are our options?
We could be defensive, garrison the castle, and wait for Rigel to come to us.
Yeah, in Gaiden,
Or
every
defeat them.
location
The
has like
choice
one
is
item.
yours.
I see. You know, until recently, I'd never set foot outside of Ram Village. This war has been my first glimpse of the kingdom I live in. Unfortunately, I've also seen what it's been reduced to. Needless to say, it's far worse than I'd heard. People are suffering, even dying. But this war, no matter how terrible, has also taught me something. It taught me that when we stand up and fight, we help those people. I don't want to stop helping them now. I want to press on and make as much of a difference as I can. I know this probably sounds empty, maybe even mad, but I think we should keep fighting until we've taken back all of Zofia. So then, will you stand with me? Will you stand and fight?
What kind of question is that? Of course we will, silly boy.
Then it seems the matter is settled. The Deliverance shall march. We will put Desay down and scatter the Regalian army to the four winds.
Oh my god, earthquake.
Wow, that gave me goosebumps. Not
Yeah.
bad, not bad. Were you even listening to the thing
In
he said?
Gaiden, this is a talk between Mycen and Alm, and nobody else.
Yeah, where the fuck is Mycen, by the way?
It was a nice speech.
Oh, he's just off somewhere. He's with you the whole time in Gaiden.
He's just going to kick them out.
Really?
Well, you don't get him recruited, but he's just like chilling with you as your advisor.
Come on, Toby.
Like Meldius in FE11.
Malladus, and yeah,
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
like
To be
that.
fair, that doesn't really work well with Mycen.
Well, you don't really get dialogue in Gaiden, so it's just when you get to a
No.
castle,
I'm
he's like,
declaring
"Hey, Alm, you should
war."
probably make a speech."
You knew he was going to do something like this one day.
Also, the boss music, Twilight of the Gods,
All I meant was that he's different. Well,
so sick.
You were onto something no matter what you meant. Because now we're starting to see
And
that he's
the
much bigger
the
than
Gaiden version of Twilight of the Gods is also so sick.
But I'm also going to miss him. Oh, brother. You poor kid, Tobin.
Okay.
Back to Roy, by the way. The reason why Roy is bad is that he has low constitution.
I don't get it.
General Mycen was a magnificent
The way that your
man.
speed
Never
is
did like him.
calculated in the GBA games
Besides
is
men and women.
you have like weapon weight, but then you have your constitution stat, which negates weapon weight.
Which is precise.
What?
Regardless.
Roy has base 5 constitution. Yeah, so if you have a weapon that has like 7 weight, for example, and you have 6 con, you only take 1 speed penalty from it.
If it isn't the good men and women of the Deliverance. I was hoping I'd run into you.
So
Please,
Roy has a con of 5,
welcome you to the
which means that he gets weighed down. He gets minus 5 speed wielding a steel sword.
You know.
Ugh.
If you need anything, just ask.
Yeah, which means that he's never able to double.
That's very kind.
Which
This is
character?
my first time
Roy.
here.
Roy.
I'll admit to feeling a bit
Oh,
lost.
yeah.
My grandfather
If he didn't, if he had like
Kinda one of
10
the weakest
gone, he
ports.
would actually be decent.
Unfortunately,
Yes, that's
oh boy. And unlike
Yes.
Elliewood in FE7, Elliewood has a good speed growth.
Yeah, Roy's speed growth is like decent. It's not good. It's not the worst, but it's not good.
Honestly, though, Elliewood is probably like in my top 5 favorite lords in the series.
What?
Oh yes.
I knew the drunk quite well. He had neither wife nor child.
Alm is most certainly related to.
No, I assure you, General Myson told me himself. I have no family, he said. Clear as day it was.
But wait.
No, he just had Ulm after that conversation,
Pay him no mind,
obviously.
Alm. The old
Or
man's
he had a
probably
kid
just
after that
thinking
conversation, who had Ulm after the conversation.
It was a long time ago.
Somebody's lying.
Yes, that must be it.
Is there anything for me
Oh,
to
the
do in here,
plot
or just
thickens.
is there anything for me to do
You
in
know
here, or
what's,
just listen to that?
No, you go up the
No.
staircase to the left. You like oranges?
Commander Alm, you're just
Actually,
in time.
no.
Gosh dang it.
Please proceed up these steps. A visitor is waiting.
I think
for
there's
you
an
on the
item here,
balcony.
actually, at the staircase.
Who is it?
I'm afraid
If anything, I'd say like check through the far left
Yeah.
if there is anything. Gosh, I know what I'm playing whenever I go to bed.
Yeah, I think there's like a shield or something. somewhere.
Earn.
I go like, don't break it. It looks valuable. I'm like, no. Funnily enough, in Fire Emblem Heroes, Celica has a line in one of the events
Oh no, there
where
isn't.
they
any
acknowledge where they acknowledge the fact that Alm and Celica broke a lot of vases in this game. There's like
Not just-
I know that,
Link
but it was
would
like
be
some sort of
proud.
uncontrollable force forcing me to do that.
But
Link would be proud.
that's
Yes, he
a
would.
chair.
Hey,
Not-
Nick, you can pick up some oranges here
Also,
if you want.
look who's here.
Oh, it's him. Hold on.
Yeah, there's my.
Hold on, grandfather. I'm picking up oranges.
There was an actual like fan art of that.
There's much. There's so many oranges in this game.
Yes.
Which, fun fact, is a pun on the fact that it is Valencia.
Grandfather?
Oh.
What are you doing here?
Oranges were not in Gaiden.
Look how far you've come, You're a man grown now.
In fact, Gaiden had no healing
You've been
items.
through quite a bit since leaving the village, haven't you?
I suppose. But, Grandfather, I'm sorry I never said goodbye or thanked you for
It's
all
not
you
your
did for
fault.
me.
He just decided to
I still
bail.
feel guilty about that. But I think I made the right choice. I'm the commander of the Deliverance now. And together we've already liberated the southern outpost.
Yeah, Moon,
and
that's
this
why
castle.
Hector normal mode is not the best in my
I
opinion.
didn't come here to pick apart your actions.
Don't like
Alm.
Hector mode in general.
I came here to ask you a single
I don't mind Hector
question.
hard mode,
Are you ready?
Am I?
but Hector normal and Elliewood hard are both pointless to
Once
me.
you march on Rigel, you place
Yeah.
yourself in the
It's just
hands
like
of
Hector is meant to be
destiny.
like a hard mode.
You won't be able to stop the events that
Yeah, but then
unfold.
there's Elliewood hard mode, which is like just as easy as Elliewood
Or even
normal.
try to stop you.
Gotcha.
Unexpected tragedy is sure to follow. That is
And
the
then there's
price
Lin
that
hard
you're
mode, which has
about to
a few nice
undertake.
differences.
Is Myson trying to butterfly
So I
affect
ask
us?
again, are you ready
Yes.
to take the lives of others into your hands?
He doesn't say any of this in Gaiden. He's just like, hey, you should make a speech.
Their desires.
Here,
And are you ready to
That's
fight
it. That's the whole dialogue.
until
Jeez.
Zofia and all of Valentia is saved?
I told you, there's like
I know I may
6
be
or 7
an
lines of dialogue in Act
and I
1 in
still
that
have
game.
much to learn. But when I say I will fight for my kingdom,
oh, it's safe to say,
I will
yeah,
fight
Echoes
for
gave
it.
this story quite a bit of an overhaul.
Me.
Yeah.
Nothing will break me.
Well, there's also no
I'll
Berkut
see
or
it through to
Fernand
the
in
very end.
I
Gaiden.
know.
Very well. I've seen that look before. Must run in
The only
blood.
story is like
Huh?
Celica Act 3.
You'll understand
Jeez.
in time, boy.
Say, that reminds me. This old man downstairs was saying some strange things. He told me, huh? What's that noise?
Well. The people
Yeah,
have
this is-
gathered to get a look at their new hero. You should go greet them.
That's his entire dialogue in Gaiden.
Burn this memory into your heart, boy. These are the people whose burdens you will carry the rest of the way.
Gaiden Myson. Remember when you were friends with Celica?
No, I wouldn't remember that. No.
I don't remember that.
So it was that
Now, I also
Sophia
would like to bring up something when we get to part 2 as well. Well, Act 2 as well.
causing the Sophian people to greet their new hero
Go
with
ahead.
raucous cheers.
Okay, in the original Gaiden for Act 2, it literally just made you... It just literally started with Celica, and that confused a lot of players who didn't read the manual. Like, who was this character? Because there was no prologue or anything. You barely
Yeah.
knew anything about Celica.
Oh.
This game, they made it a purpose to make Celica a bit more important in the beginning.
Tidings, Emperor.
Yeah.
The army has taken back Sophia Castle.
You don't even get any dialogue. You just start with Celica in a monastery,
And Duke
then
and,
people-
Hire.
and you have
Oh, right,
3
and now
units
here's
north
the
of you,
Empire.
and you can talk to them.
Pathetic.
And then there's Jeddah.
Pathetic.
Judah and
hell?
Gaiden.
Alienite.
What, you don't like purple
Yeah.
guys?
Sworn defender. Scurrying away like a rat. My Arcanist
He's purple and
you will
Gaiden.
grow
too.
to you will grow to hate
Sorry,
him.
a picture.
And love
Your
him.
tongue, Master Jeddah. Why should I?
Like, love
The
him
only
as a
reason he's
villain,
not like-
you know?
The truth.
Yeah, he's a great villain, but
He's a fantastic villain.
This deliverance is named All.
He's actually a good villain in Gaiden, too. He actually has dialogue.
he's also voiced by Richard Epcar, aka so many characters that I can't even count.
Did he now?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I was thinking that same thing.
Oh gosh, yeah, I thought that same thing as well. But now on to Act 2, the
The
Pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage!
One of my personal favorite parts of this game.
So, interesting fact about... Oh, actually, stick cutscene, though.
What the heck's going on here?
This provides so much context that is so necessary for the game.
Why is Celica an emblem? Get it?
she-
Get it?
Celica has visions.
Funnily enough, though, Engage was actually meant to be a 3DS game at first.
Interesting.
Before the Switch came out and all that.
It's Themis from Kingdom Hearts.
Also, goddamn, the cutscenes in this game look so good for
I
3DS.
thinking of them.
They look better than Three Houses cutscenes.
Honestly, even though I
I-
really like Three Houses cutscene.
I like the US cutscenes too. I'm already agreeing with this.
Yeah.
Although, I think the final cutscene in Silver Snow is
Also-
is actually really good. Like really good.
Name? Oh, first. Yeah, I'd say so.
Rudolph, that is not how you use a lance. I like that he just uses it as like a baseball bat.
To be fair,
yeah,
Dimitri
just-
also uses his lance more like a stinking sword.
Yeah. It's also weird that he's an armor knight. In Gaiden, he is a gold knight.
Yeah. Actually, he is still a gold knight in this game.
Is he? Oh.
Yes. Or
Why
I think
is he a
he's his own
baron?
unique one. Or, let me check.
The fuck?
Yeah, she has visions because she's
Nightmare.
like a holy woman or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Gaiden, you don't learn about that until like Act 4, where she's like, "Hey, I had a vision of Alm way back on Novus Island, where I saw him getting hurt
anyway-
in battle, and I went out to save
they are.
him."
They are.
Apparently the king's passed
Best
away.
girl.
That's what no
It
one
is
knows.
May.
Yes, best girl.
But isn't that... he
Also,
was
they did
serious.
this song so good in this game.
I hope she's dealing with this okay.
And hello, sheep.
Sheep.
That's what everyone
I-
refers to
They
Jenny as.
they made her completely different in this game.
Noma.
Yeah.
Years since crops last grew
Yes.
on Sophian soil. Our barren fields have fallen victim
I don't
to
think
terrors.
anyone recruited
The
Noma
rebellions
when
have
Gaiden
invaded.
came out. He has such an
I fear
obscure
some ill
recruitment.
must have befallen
At least
the
in this
first
game,
Vanilla.
even though it's still a little
My pet
obscure.
would feel this is all related.
Yeah, I mean, I sent a picture of Celica having to walk through an invisible maze that there is no indication of existing.
The kingdom of Sophia
Oh yeah, you told me that. Oh, I guys remember seeing
Yeah.
that. That was.
The only
Oh
indication
yeah,
is
I
anything
should also
there.
mention. You know the guy who was wearing green in that other one?
Bowie?
Yes, Bowie. He is also voiced by Dimitri.
You mean David?
Gosh dang it, I hate.
You know well the reason Myson placed you in my care.
And also
Yeah,
May.
Bowie sucks.
May's
Bowie is so bad.
May's the same person that the same person that voices May is the same as Reyes.
There are many
And she also voices Makoto in P5.
or even
Yep.
end you.
They were the same voice actor.
Is greater
Yes.
now than ever. Yet you would still leave, knowing that?
I must. Even
Yeah,
if my
Bowie is
decision
so,
betrays the
so
care you
bad.
and Myson have shown me. You've done
Yeah,
so much to
unfortunately.
keep me safe.
If you're able to reclass him, I recommend Bo.
But what calls me to do this goes beyond my heart.
Yeah,
I can
Nick
only
doesn't like
ask your
reclassing.
forgiveness, Noma.
I understand that. I don't really
He
like
re-
it either.
He reclassed 0 times in Shadow Dragon.
What isn't
Oh.
required.
That's
Oh, no,
fair.
sorry, he reclassed twice. He every time his hero died, he would just reclass another pre-promote to hero.
The path
And then he would die too.
trust in it.
Thank you.
He had like Ogma die, so he reclassed Drog into mercenary, and then Drog
Oh,
died, and he
no,
reclassed
Ogma
someone else into
died.
No,
mercenary.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. Drog lived. Drog lived. He never died.
I know, I was saying Ogma died.
Ogma didn't.
Yeah,
die.
Ogma died.
Dang, I like Ogma.
Everyone likes Ogma.
Cool. And I also like
He's
his
like-
archetype that he's
He's also one of the best units in that game.
True.
I wear it always.
Wait, what about the guy with the dark hair who killed who carried a killing edge? Navarre?
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 Yeah, he died too.
No, not Navarre! I love his archetype as well.
Well then,
He's way better. In FE3, he is such a good character.
Oh, yep.
I killed them.
He
all.
actually has more character.
Yeah, he saves a child.
Yes.
And that's it.
I'll never think of that man as my father. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, let's
who's
just
her
say Celica did not have a great past.
Who's her father?
The king who just died. That's why the...
I see.
Which was not revealed in Gaiden.
Lately, no
Again,
Like, there's-
this game
there's-
has even...
There's hints towards it, but until Act 3, there's no actual confirmation that she's royalty.
This island's no better off than anywhere else.
Did Harden die, or am I misremembering? I think
Harden did
died.
die. Harden did die, which is why I made an FE3.
Oh,
joke.
the cannon's messed up now.
I think
Yeah,
he died.
really messed up.
I think he died 3 times.
When Rigel broke the
He
divine
did.
cord,
Cause I remember restarting twice, restarting a few times. I don't know if it was once or twice.
He died the first time on Minerva's map.
Regardless, Harden died.
What could have driven
Yeah.
them to invade Sophia at such a price? I would dearly love to know what's going through Emperor Rudolph's mind.
I love the generic sage design. It's so cool.
Oh, so we're on the same page as well.
Alright.
Alright.
You can actually promote
Is
here.
there anything to examine here?
Oh, just
There's a
mill
mill
island.
idol for promoting. But...
Oh. But I don't really have anything to... None are
Yeah, I
qualified.
know. I don't have to worry about that right now. It's just there.
Yeah.
But now...
Celica, I heard the news. You're going to the Temple of Mila, right? So, then
Hello,
what
best
to?
mage in this
Recruit
game.
Flaffy. She's not the best mage in this game, my dude.
He is to me.
To me!
Sonya is infinitely better.
Her to...
Really?
to
I know.
Yeah.
Real to me.
Sonya is
You could keep us safe.
Sonya's a candidate for the best unit in this game.
I'll be more help than
On Celica's route, yeah.
Rude and wrong. I can conjure lightning, Bowie. Big, hurdy lightning. What have you got? Fire? Maybe I'll call you if I want to roast marshmallows.
She's one of the only units in Gaiden to have
We'll leave it
growths.
at that, shall we? I know I'll be counting
And in
on
this
you.
game, she has a 60% attack growth.
Still,
That's actually pretty
I'm
good.
glad I'll have such good
And a
Actually,
45...
I think-
Okay, and counting her class bases as well, she has a 45% speed growth.
Wait, what about her?
Oh, yeah, you can recruit her
Can
too.
I
Oh.
go with you?
So in
It's just that... Also,
thing is
make
that,
sure you have the items
May-
here.
May doesn't get Excalibur, which really hurts her because
I
Excalibur is the
understand,
only
but she does
accurate
have some other
spell.
high power spells, and she does get Seraphim. And
Butter.
Seraphim is also pretty busted.
Butter.
It's not about the power. It's just that accuracy is so shaky in this game.
I know, but again, Seraphim is also 90% hit.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's 80 in
Wait,
Gaiden.
does Celica have Vietnam flashbacks?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, there's fountains if you want them.
Yeah, okay, so in this case, when it comes to the fountains, I recommend... Okay, so the first one will be speed,
yes.
and the other one will be attack. I recommend probably investing 1 point in attack for Celica and 1 point in attack for May. So that way, May
Speed
will
is
start off
also
with
really
a
nice.
base of 10 attack. And then speed, again, that can either go to Celica or May.
I wouldn't recommend giving it to Bowie because Bowie won't be doubling no matter what.
He will never be doubling it. Celica and May are going to be 2 of your better units.
And Celica has a golden dagger, which she did not have in Gaiden.
The sheep is Safumi. Really?
Oh, did not know that.
Ships leaving the port will get us to the mainland. We should head there now.
I also
Boat
like to
map?
note that-
Though that does mean we'll have to pass through the cemetery.
Yeah,
Not
you remember
yet.
when you remember when I sent you the boat maps? That's this part.
Oh, my.
Honestly, I know some people aren't the biggest fan of them. I like them. I don't know why. I just like boat maps and Fire Emblem. Are they pretty simple? Sure. Are they fun to me? Of course.
Now,
What do you think of Emblem?
engage!
Okay,
What do
the
you think
ghost
of
ship can burn.
Ghost Ship?
Ghost ship can burn.
it's a
The
boat map.
boat maps and Path of Radiance were fun.
Running.
What about the boat
flashbacks.
map in FE7?
Milady, this graveyard
I actually like
protects
that. I
me
actually
through.
quite like that one. Oh, also
I
we're
think
gonna
it's
get
the
this
most
one good
boring map on the planet. You literally just put 3 units on choke points and sit there for 8 turns.
Yes, but there's been talk of terrors around here as of late.
Or
So
use a
kill them.
mine and get Luna in like chapter 10 or 12 or something.
But, milady, I'll face down thieves or rogues any day, but terrors are different.
Oh, Bowie. How can you be so scared of spooks and spirits at your age?
Shove off, would you? A man can't help what gives him fright. Oh, not you too, milady. You wound me.
Wait, Act 6. I thought that was Act 5X.
Yes, Act 6 is essentially
I didn't
post
realize
Act
game.
6 is a post game. It didn't exist in Gaiden. It's completely optional here.
I'll think about it.
It's not worth playing unless you've played Awakening.
Okay, then I won't think about it.
Because it adds, because it adds some extra context and some of the stuff for Awakening.
Milady,
Yeah,
And
the
there was actually, I found out a bit more backstory for that as well. The main reason why they actually added in a post game to it
my fault.
is a bit of inspiration to this game is some inspiration from Pokemon Gold and Silver.
yes.
Because of Kanto being there, they decided to go back to a familiar area, and what's better than Arcanea? Because they're both literally neighbors.
The post game is actually Thebes, which you might remember from Shadow Dragon.
Yep. And good lord, it's the longest and hardest dungeon in the game. Even the director was asked why they made Thebes so hard, it's because they just wanted a super dungeon to go through. For players to go through.
Yeah.
Priestess,
It's fun.
cleric, mage, mate. Okay.
Yeah, all of them are mages except Jenny, who's just a cleric. So, out of them all, Bowie is meant to be the tankier one.
But
But unfortunately, his spell library consists of only fire, his speed blows, his attack is average at best, and a couple of his other stats aren't the greatest as well. And he focuses on skill,
Wait.
which is kind of the opposite of what mages should go for in
Hold
this
on.
game because they have fixed hit rates.
What are you asking, Nick?
I know this
Oh.
song.
Yes,
Yeah.
with Milla's Divine Protection.
Sorry, that's all I wanted to say.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
this is
And it's
you'll-
amazing.
You'll
Really-
be hearing this
very
song
big Kingdom Hearts
nonstop.
plot.
Really love this song.
You'll be hearing
Yes.
it nonstop.
Oh, good. I don't have any problems.
And then the
Alright.
other, like, honestly, I stinking love this game soundtrack, and I also stinking love, anyway, I forgot the other thing. Yeah, Bowie can't even double these Crudders because fire has 3 weight to it, meaning he effectively only has 1 speed. Meanwhile, May,
You want to hear
she's
something even worse about Bowie?
and also, she can double right off the bat, hence why she is superior. Anyway.
Nice.
Here's an even
Sorry,
bigger downside to Bowie.
I've been saving this bias bit for May for stinking ever now because I've been
Bias.
Here's something even worse about Bowie though, right?
What?
He's even worse in Gaiden.
no.
Well, there's no supports, so there's no way to raise his hit rates.
Oh God.
Second of all, growths are even lower in that game, so he's gonna have even less speed. Third of all, he starts off with fire, learns thunder at level 3, Sagittae at level 12, which is the heaviest spell in the game, meaning that he'll get doubled if he's using that.
Oh, I love Sagittae.
Excalibur at level 18.
It's a lot of fun.
Excalibur at level 18.
Wow.
Bowie, like, if Bowie got Excalibur off the bat, he'd be way better. Yeah, Magic does not.
It'd actually
you
be
don't
good.
want to do that. You want to just use your ranged attacks for this one.
I see.
I think he actually has the same spell list in this game, but the spells are
does.
just better in this game, and it is better, and stats are better, so he's way better
Yes.
by
So
comparison.
in this case, you don't use Bowie for his stats. You use him for his spell library.
Which even then isn't that good. He doesn't get Aura.
Yeah, which thankfully May gets pretty early on, which is really high damage. At
Yeah,
the cost
Aura
of being
is-
pretty heavy. But it doesn't even matter because all the characters default back to fire anyway when they're attacked.
Which is actually really unfortunate in Gaiden, because they don't attack back with Thunder at 3 range.
Yeah.
Which they do in this game, I believe.
Oh my gosh, I've been waiting to just bring in more of the May bias. And on top of that, of her
You've
getting
been waiting
bringing
just
up fire in-
You've been waiting just to simp.
Yes, I have been waiting to simp for Best Girl forever now. I have been waiting for
Honestly,
the longest
I can
time.
respect it. I can respect it.
Yes. All right. Other good things about May: her magic library, even though she
Oh,
only
you
gets
got
4
more.
spells,
You got more.
yes. Even though she only starts off with 4 spells, or starts off with 2 spells, fire and thunder, those are really good because thunder, even though it has a bit of worse hit rate, it still hits harder than fire. And if any of her support partners are around, it buffs that to 75%, which is really, really nice.
And it's also
And on
3
top
range.
of that,
got,
the other 2 spells she gets, Aura and Seraphim, Aura really high damaging and can deal with bosses pretty well. And on top of that, Seraphim is really good for dealing with other enemies such as terrors and stuff because it's super effective against them, and you run into quite a few terrors in this route. On top of that, having really, 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 really good attack means a lot. There is many chances where she gets well over the 20s whenever she gets higher leveled, and on top of that, her speed is no slouch too, making
Also-
her one of the most valuable mages in the game.
This game also has the Lady Blade.
Delayed.
Yes,
the
the
only-
Lady Blade,
The only units in the game who can use the Lady Blade are female mages.
or at least get the full potential out of it, because male units can use the Lady Blade as well, but they don't get the additional bonus from it.
Oh, right, they can use it in this game. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The Lady Blade is fantastic. It has a ton of might. I believe it has Hexblade, which...
Yes,
targets
Hexblade and
guys.
Flamebolverter are so good because Hexblade does
At
magic
least-
damage for
hey,
sword
at least
weapon.
you don't have
and
to listen to
Fimbleverter.
simp to Florina in FP7.
And
Yeah.
on top of that, she also gets one of the best spells in the game later on.
She gets Silence. Oh yeah, Silence is so fun. Hit rate is pretty shaky, but whenever it hits, it's incredibly helpful.
And that was it.
Which is kind of ironic knowing her character, because you know how
She
she's
does
very
not,
talkative and stuff.
She does not get silence.
But you'll
in,
hear me
Gaiden.
simp about why awakening all the damn time when we get to it, Nick. Okay, then.
Yeah. But for May, Silence is really cool. Is a really good spell, though pretty ironic for her because she
fuck?
doesn't. She's very talkative.
Well, yeah, she
Oh,
shuts
yeah.
everyone else up by talking.
What the hell happened here? Did they just
True.
come back?
Okay, so
Yes,
yeah,
they come
can
back
come back.
instantly.
There were only after this. Well, after Act 2, those guys will no longer show up. But in Act 3, there will be an area pretty similar to that,
Yeah.
which is just used for grinding purposes, which is the main thing that may or may not break my stinking Blitzkrieg run. Anyway, time to go to the port because you need a ship.
Good day, my lady. Are you thinking of leaving
Yeah,
for
Andrew,
a
Awakening is
third
fun.
chance? If so, I feel you may
You wanna
be
scam someone?
disappointment. Ships aren't sailing, so I'm told.
Gosh.
Too many pirates about. Still,
We're
I mean,
literally about to scam someone.
We're gonna scam someone
Yeah.
for a boat.
Not real. Okay. Not
Okay, kind of. You'll
really.
see. You'll see. You'll see.
But that sabers us if you
Okay.
know if that's
Yeah, keep in mind the character she brought up.
Yeah.
They'll be one of the
So-
best units you get on this route.
One Dread Fighter.
Yes.
Examine the cat. Examine the cat.
Yes, look at the cat.
Aren't you a fat one? Jesus.
Yo, it's like Gerald Ford. Or Benito.
Oh man, it actually feels
Tavern
really
or
good
wharf?
when
Tavern
you just
or wharf?
Go to the wharf first.
feels good finally being able to simp.
Oh my god! Thank God.
Cats.
Be
Cats.
be thankful you're not on Twitch, buddy.
You missed the
Yeah,
cat.
I know.
You missed the cat, Nick.
If the fishermen aren't careful, someone's going to steal their catch.
I love Celica.
Aw. Yeah, she's great. I love
Want to come
that.
home with me? Okay then.
As someone who
Everyone's
has 3 of them,
cat
oh, there's a fish on the floor that you can take.
Yeah, those herrings can give like I believe 20 HP in battle, which can be pretty helpful.
Not that it really matters.
Wait,
since
hold on.
I-
Just
You might as well just hold into a weapon.
we're just gonna eat a raw fish
I know,
in
but for
battle?
early game stuff, when in early game stuff, when weapons aren't that readily available, those healing items
Oh,
help.
yeah.
Oh, no, you want to
Yeah.
talk to someone. Okay.
Oh.
Quickly go back to the wharf and talk
Yeah.
to the old man.
The
Excuse me.
old man is so mean.
What can this old man do for you today?
Welcome. Something I can help you with today?
I need to book passage to Sophia Harbor.
Andrew, characters don't have feet in Awakening.
I'm afraid that's
Yeah.
a difficult wish to grant.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Their feet aren't clipping. Their models literally don't have feet.
Pirates of late. It's
Also, Andrew,
how
yeah,
does
I
that
could
work?
definitely see that happening with Celica.
How does that work?
that being said.
Awakening's models just don't have feet. They end at the ankle.
Well,
All right.
Yeah.
matter altogether now.
Yeah, and then
I don't understand
Fates-
it either. It is so jarring.
Pirates?
Fates went the other direction, just made Corrin barefoot at all times.
So they have. And yet, His Highness
Just to
has
show,
received
yeah, the
no
characters have
sense of
feet
what
now.
a single man.
Yeah.
This
Oh, to be fair, whenever it comes to this game, it definitely has the most detail in the animations as well.
from her.
Especially
And the
because
models.
Alm is actually able to go upstairs correctly. Alm and Celica are
Yeah,
able
it's
to-
really impressive that they got that to work.
Yes.
So long as pirates
Because I remember that the free roaming bits in the video I saw,
priestess.
the developers, whenever they were making Fates, really wanted you to free roam around the My Castle. And that's how that Echoes does. Oh,
To do now?
I can't believe that old timer tossed his pirate problem right at our feet. Do we look like the type to fight pirates? We're delicate little blossoms.
Speak for
Bowie?
Regardless, the man is right. We'll not get anywhere until ships are free to sail again.
What do you propose, milady?
Let's gather what help we can find. The sea is only the start. Sophia is at war, and ravaged by terrors besides. We'll not make it very far traveling alone. We need allies. Strong ones.
I also love this music.
And mad enough to set
Same.
sail into pirate-infested
gosh, I
waters.
kind of want to use it for some of my videos as just background music.
Lining up to take the job.
So
It
do
If I
it.
ever
reminds
do
me
like a
of,
big script thing, because I am planning something interesting soon.
It reminds me of A Sea Breeze Blows from Octopath.
Oh yeah.
You're Saber, yes?
Also, I love this artwork.
Yep.
It's so good. I was gonna point that out too.
My name
Nice.
is Celica. The people here speak quite highly of your skill with a blade. I'd
Love
like to
Saber.
enlist your
Kill
services.
every last one of
Saber,
them.
funnily enough,
You had
Saber's
some
VA
ways
is the same stinking person
We seek the
who's the
temple of
current
Light.
voice of Vector the gosh dang
That sounds
crocodile.
far. And I suppose you've already heard
How is that
about the
relevant?
pirate problem.
I don't know, I just wanted to bring that up.
Seek your aid.
Yeah, because it's
Apparently-
speaking of.
Apparently Shido as well.
That's real cute.
Oh shoot.
Believe
Yeah.
me, lass, I ain't worried
That is
about
more
the
relevant
sea
because
bass.
both this
All I'm
game
worried about
and
is if
Persona
you
5 came out the
pay.
same year,
I
at least
don't work
in America.
charity cases, especially when I'm
Oh god,
risking
they
my
did come
own
out the same
neck.
year.
Yeah, Nick, are you ready to
I'm
scam this
afraid I
guy?
haven't much money, but I do have this.
A dagger. Well, ain't you fancy?
Will this be sufficient for your
In
services?
Gaiden, he's just like, hey, you're a priestess, let me come with you.
Life and limb for a single
Okay.
dagger? Ordinarily, no. But
And then he doesn't have a single line of dialogue after
I'm
that.
gonna go ahead
Jeez.
and break.
He is the epitome of just a random mercenary you find off the streets.
In Gaiden, aside from the dialogue when characters join, they don't have any other dialogue.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I know.
He's going to come with us.
Except for Celica and Olm. And Myson.
Oh, don't get me started, Andrew. That
This
stuff
job's
was
got easy
stupid.
money written
IGN was just ugh when it came to this game.
Treasure like this without batting an eye.
IGN has been bad with every Fire Emblem. Or do you not remember the Awakening tutorial where they're like, have have your weaker units pick off the EXP from the enemies. That way Frederick can come in and kill them.
I remember hearing that. That is so stupid. Don't invest in Frederick. Frederick is one of the worst units to invest in long term.
No, he's fantastic. What do you mean? He's literally the only way to get through the game if you're playing on Lunatic.
Oh, I know, he's really good in the early game.
Yeah, but
one
you
of the
should still be
better-
using him in the early game.
I know, you're still gonna use him.
Holy
early game,
cheese!
it's just-
Holy cheese! Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh man.
The issue with that, yes, the issue with that statement isn't that Frederick bad. It's that Frederick can kill people at full HP. You
Fine.
do not need to,
Fine.
quote unquote, pick off the. They don't even say pick off the HP. They say pick off the EXP with your weaker.
Oh
unit.
my-
No.
Fire Emblem
What the
3
heck?
No.
Heroes?
That's what did they just call did they call it? Oh my gosh.
They did.
Anyway.
And this gentleman, Saber, has a
Yeah,
listen,
I
we're-
don't like IGN when it comes to
company.
you to set sail?
7.8 out of 10. Too much water. That's also
they
IGN.
gave it this
so-
they gave it the same rate they gave this game the same rating as Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Both of which deserve higher ratings because Alpha Ruby,
Yes!
Oh,
Hello,
or
best
as,
girl.
Omega Ruby,
Oh, it's
Sapphire.
nothing.
or as.
It's just
So
the
good.
last time I was on a ship was
Yes.
when I came to the island.
I stinking love that
Hey,
those
that's
remakes.
right.
So do
Lee
I.
and used to take little trips every now and again, but
I
never
just love
with
Gen
you.
6 as a whole.
Shame we never got to travel as a group.
Gen 6 mechanics are great, it's just that the games are too easy.
I understand that, but sometimes I like a comfortable experience as opposed to a
Heroes
brutally
instead of
difficult
three
one.
houses.
Fair enough.
That annoys me, even if it is kind of
Yes.
true.
Of course I do. I'm just saying I'm happy we're getting.
Oh no,
a
because there's
chance
4
to
heroes and there's
Is
4
that right,
houses.
It had only one person who actually
I guess there's
played the
5
series.
heroes and 4 houses, so you know.
Celica?
If you count Byleth as a hero.
No, Byleth is a therapist.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I should also mention Celica is voiced by Futaba.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
know that.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry. Best I
Funny
can
how
say
in the
for
same year,
myself.
Futaba went from a caring princess to a gamer
That's
girl.
just mean.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, listen, they
where
both have red hair.
now?
That means they're the same
True.
character.
Doing?
It means they're the same character.
Are you
That's
still
not the same hair
living
color.
rich with Grandpapa? No.
Yeah, they are. They're both red.
No, it's
She's
not.
left home behind.
I don't care if one is orange, they're both considered red.
So bad.
Futaba's has orange hair, and even in her in-game model in Persona, it's a very dark orange rather than
Hey,
actual
hey, Nick.
bright red.
Nick, what do you call someone with orange hair?
A ginger.
Ginger.
Sorry,
No,
what-
that implies they have freckles and very light skin too.
Oh, true.
You would say a redhead?
Futaba has very light skin. If you didn't realize,
Yeah, she doesn't have freckles.
but she has very light
She's a
skin.
redhead. She's a redhead, though.
Anyway,
You can't wait till a certain.
I will retreat to my swamp. Dude literally lives in a swamp cave.
Then you
True.
then you will lose your shit when you find out who the guy's VA is. Who is this? Who is Jetta's VA?
Richard Epcar.
I don't know who that is.
He voices Jonathan Joestar in the JoJo dub,
Yeah.
at least old JoJo, and he
don't.
voices Xemnas in Kingdom Hearts. Who else should I?
I don't know JoJo or Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, crud.
Engage.
Andrew,
Why is
that
nothing
doesn't
coming
matter.
up? He's in a lot of things. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Boat map, boat
Oh,
map,
get ready.
boat map time. Here's 8 boat maps in a row.
Is it really 8?
Uh,
Well, to be fair, you do have a little detour towards the shrine.
It's 7,
Not
really
Jetta,
6.5.
Not Jetta, a different purple guy. Oh.
It's 6.5, but one of them is
But I fear we must nevertheless.
one of them is only half a boat map, so
The
you
sea
know.
belongs to no one man.
Bo from
She's
Bo
a
Bo Bo
gift
Bo
to
Bo
every
Bo.
citizen of Zofia.
But yeah, boat map, boat map.
Mouthy wench. Jesus.
Yar,
Yeah,
yar,
these
who beat the
pirates hold
mouthy
nothing
wench.
back.
Let's just get to business already. That's
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You
Oh,
are a
okay.
pirate.
Let's go, everyone.
Nick, you forgot to scam Saber.
How the fuck do I do that?
Oh yeah, you can actually take
Oh,
the golden
yeah.
dagger from him and give it back to Celica. I don't recommend it.
Oh.
I don't recommend it because he's one of the better units you can have at this point. It's better he can do a lot of damage.
It's +1. It's +1 damage.
I did for 1 second.
It's still nice. Oh wait, okay,
Well,
yep, you're set.
The
no matter
negative about it is that the good thing
So for
about
this,
the
I
Golden
recommend-
Dagger is the combat arts, and the combat arts
Oh, yeah.
you can't double if you use them, and he wants to double.
what. I want to bring this up as well, really quick. Is for Saber. This map, you just want Saber to block them all and have the mages just pick them off one by one.
I'm at the top of my game.
Pretty much, yeah.
I should also mention Celica at level 5 will eventually get Seraphim. Trust me, you'll need it.
You want Seraphim, yeah. You want to give her
It's
a couple levels.
It's one of her best spells.
It's not even
aside
just one of
from
her
whenever
best
she gets
spells. It is
Excalibur.
one of the best spells.
Yes, it is, and I
does
stinking
she get
love it
Excalibur in
so
this game?
much.
Does she get Excalibur in this game?
Yes, she does.
Okay.
It buffed Celica. Even I don't know if she got it.
Brother.
She did. She did get an.
Oh wait, you are
Guardian.
useless anyway.
The principal from Persona 5. Who, Jeddah?
Oh!
Oh yeah.
Jetta's VA voices the principal in P5.
Yeah. So Celica also gets Ragnarok, which I don't remember if it's good in this game. It's fantastic
It's-
in Gaiden.
Oh, like Ragnarok is fun in this game, so you got to use it at the right time.
Yeah, it does so much damage, and yeah. In Gaiden, I was consistently doing like 36 damage per hit.
Alright,
with
you want Jenny to
Ragnarok.
do as much healing as possible as well, so just heal up the one thing from Bowie.
Also have
Yeah.
Bowie get. Also
You
have
want
Bowie
Jenny?
get-
You want Jenny to level up a lot. She gets some absurd spells when she levels up.
Bowie,
Like
you've-
Invoke!
Bowie, you've lost
Yep.
your behind Saber privileges.
Yeah, Bowie, it's time for the best girl to take over.
She has invoke soldiers or invoke cavaliers or something.
Invoke soldiers, which invoke soldiers, even though it falls off later game, it's still nice. Also, if
It
you want,
doesn't
you can
even
move
fall
Saber
off
up.
later
if
game.
you-
It doesn't fall off.
and also enemies will prioritize the clones that Jenny will summon compared
Yeah,
to the normal
that's why
units,
it
which,
doesn't fall off.
trust me, it is a godsend in some of the later levels.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't fall off, because no matter what,
Oh yeah, fair enough.
you can just summon, and like even if they don't deal damage, they are expendable units that you can throw into battle, not worrying about them dying.
As a friend, you are replaceable. Farewell.
Wow, those hit rates are even worse than Thracia.
Wait, what?
When you heal, it shows you're healing as having 0 hit, 0 might, 0 crit.
Oh. It doesn't... Yeah.
Oh, right, you can miss.
I just
miss
realized
heat.
Celica has the same defense as Saber.
Staffs
Yeah.
stabs can
They-
miss in Thracia.
They really can't. The only unit in Thracia who's missing with stabs is Tina. And Tina is basically just a gambling unit anyways. I love Tina.
Thanks.
Such a good unit, too. Like, on top of being funny gambling low-hit stabs,
Vanilla's blessing?
she gets the Thief Staff, which just lets you steal an enemy's items, including their weapons, from anywhere on the map.
Ah, dang it.
Oh,
She's so close to her
missed.
first level.
Also, you want to get Celica a lot of levels, because she does have a forced promotion,
Tough luck.
Okay, I got you.
and, Celica also gets some really good spells
Yeah,
throughout the
Saber's
game.
growths aren't the greatest either, but he's just good because of the class he's in.
Yeah. Well, even then, he's also good because his bases are fantastic.
That too.
And some swords, like the Brave Sword and Zweihander, is really good on Saber.
Oh yeah. Brave
Tiger
Sword and
Stance,
Zweihander are
Tiger.
so much fun.
And, you know, the Blessed Sword is kind of one of the best weapons in the entire series.
Yeah. Blessed Sword is so much fun, especially because it turns into a certain weapon whenever you can max it out.
It gets worse if you do that, though.
Really?
Yeah, because it gets better against non-monster enemies because it loses monster effectiveness.
Fair enough.
But if against monsters, a fully forged Blessed Sword
At least the
does more damage.
Blessed Bow is really fun, or at least whenever it's maxed out into its other form.
I would like to point out, if Bowie missed that fire shot, I would have just benched him, never brought him out again.
Fair enough.
He's benched.
Fair enough. I personally like to use him just for the advantages he gives me.
I know.
There's also no reason not to use him. There's no deployment limits.
I know. I was just joking.
I know you were.
I know. I
just like bring up my.
Missed an 85. Missed another 85. You are benched.
Nicely done, Saber.
Yeah, there's recovery. I think, right? Recovery or it's
recover first. Recover one. What gives him? Yeah.
It's Nosferatu. He has Nosferatu on a sword now. Also, remember that Jenny actually does a good amount of damage too.
Yeah, Jenny is one of the strong. Gosh, I love that. And
like enemies have such low res that magical units are just so good, and because she uses Nosferatu,
nice.
Heals, so
Lucas builds are pretty good overall.
They're fantastic.
Yeah. Both Alm and Celica have fantastic
bread.
It makes sense because they're.
Is everyone all right?
Sorry, I got.
May so close to your first level. I'm begging.
I'm sorry. I picked up bread. I got excited.
I know.
What do you think of your first boat map?
I don't get what the problem with it was.
Well, here's the second boat map.
Ah, boy.
Second pirate.
It's not that the maps themselves are bad. It's just here's another boat map.
They're repetitive.
And this one's a bit more open compared to the other one.
Okay, so it's not the boat map itself. It's just they're all repetitive.
Yeah, and even yes, this one is more open. Same strategy. You just put Saber on the plank.
Fight!
Ready anytime.
The one thing.
That's not Saber.
Don't move Bowie there. He will die because that mercenary.
I just realized that wasn't Saber. Pardon me.
Yeah.
And if you want to, you can send Celica the other way, but it really doesn't matter. You can literally just tank with either of those two. Also, remember that despite May having 19 health, she really has like 16 health.
Why? Because every time she
uses
because
of fire.
Fire uses 1 HP.
See, I don't like that, honestly.
It's fine because you can.
But I like it because. Yeah.
Because it balances
in this game,
spells, sure, I can understand that because they can be a little bit costly.
Even then, Aura only uses 6 HP. Excalibur uses 3.
Yeah.
Every single ring and blessed
How was
item...
she hitting him?
Don't worry about
Going through the bridge. Yeah, elevation can be a little weird sometimes for the animations.
All rings and all blessed weapons give you 5 HP per turn. So if you're taking 2 damage from magic every turn, or 4 damage from magic every turn, you are healing all of that back by just holding on.
Good level, good level, good level.
And most of the time, mages
what the fuck?
Ring.
Come on.
That's just the game, anyways.
Was that a mosquito?
What's the funny May line?
Bowie, what the hell, man?
Which one are you thinking?
The funny one.
I mean...
You know the one. You know the one.
Is it one for crit
Oh,
quote?
it's... Yeah, no, it's the, Sure, I'm still hyper. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I love that one. Thank you, because I was just stuck, because there's quite a good...
Yeah,
good
but that's the funny one, you know?
Yeah.
Tell that to me having a Hector with 15 res by endgame.
Dude, yeah, I had that happen to me once. Gosh, my Hector was fun.
Let's go.
She said the funny.
She did say the funny. Also, Bowie is dead if you don't move him.
I am aware.
Or if you don't heal.
Fun fact, Jenny can tank all of those enemies.
Dude.
Like, if you literally just move Jenny in front of them, she will take all of them.
That archer might be an issue, though.
No, if you move Jenny out of the way, or if you move Bowie out of the range of the archer, then it'll be fine. But Jenny can, once again, because she heals every time that she attacks, she will heal back all the damage they deal to her. She also has, like, decent defense, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Like, not at base, but,
it's one,
you know,
it's one of the least squishier ones.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
that guy is a
Silk-
menace. Just
Silk
have
is a
everyone
monster.
fall back and have Saber, and use the convoy from Celica to heal Saber up.
Wait.
Just put Saber on his supply tile.
Oh, you can't. Saber doesn't have enough move.
Yeah, but you can
Just have
swap.
Celica-
Just,
yeah.
just place a Celica. Celica can take it for a turn.
Does she have swap?
No, but
Oh, you mean like that? Okay, I know what you mean. No, just have Celica in front of Saber in this case.
yeah, just have her on like
she
the
might-
last child flank. That'll work.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Yeah. All right.
Five.
Oh, that won't even hurt that much at all.
You
Hey!
missed anyway.
Enemy archers here are super weak. Oh, they don't counter with thunder in this game either. Okay.
All right. Okay, that hurt.
Yeah, I will say they nerfed all of the rings from Gaiden.
To be fair, those things were kind of busted from what you've shown
Yeah.
me.
So obviously
Look
Angel
at
Ring.
this. One rounding of stinking fire.
Awesome.
That's not a good thing though.
Because of
Why?
the-
There's no more enemies.
Oh, there's no more. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so you don't like the speed ring, which gives you movement +5, sets your speed to
It
40.
gave you +5 in that game?
Yeah, and it set your speed to 40.
What the heck? So even
Or,
though the speed ring in this game is still really good, it got nerfed.
Or what about the mage ring? That gives you obviously, you know, all rings give you 5 health regeneration per turn. But in
Alright.
the mage ring also gave you magic ring.
Oh, a
plus
crit!
5.
Nice!
Well
Magic
done.
range, magic range +5. You don't like
Yeah,
1
oh,
to
if
8
you
range thunder?
You can have Saber. You can trade over the leather shield to Saber.
Go my way too.
Do you want 1 to 8 range thunder?
There we
Wait,
go.
Oh.
It would
okay.
definitely you of the leather
I-
shield right now.
I think he needs to heal more than that.
Yeah, and then you can heal from the convoy. There we go.
Provisions, technically, yeah.
I know. I'll eat the bread.
I'll eat
And
the
then May
flower.
should be able to do some funny thunder shenanigans.
It's kind of scary.
I'm just gonna talk to Bowie.
Yes, because May and Bowie have a great support.
Well, look who the wyvern dragged in.
But we've been here the whole time. What do you mean?
How you holding up?
You know me. Can't complain. It's all just so weird, you know? I mean, we studied magic and all, but, well, I guess I never really expected to be zapping folks for real.
Zappy!
Sure,
Gosh,
but
dang
we
it.
always knew it was a possibility.
Yuppie.
I have
The reason we
papaya.
trained was in case anyone
Gosh,
wanted
I
to
remember
treat
seeing one funny thing,
Yeah,
meme
I
that
know,
someone
but still,
posted on
there's a
Twitter.
difference between feeling
Where it just
prepared for
shows
something
Celica's thing with
and
Yunaka.
Is there?
And Celica's just like,
It's really
I picked
just
up
like,
quite a few
what?
fun phrases. And then it just shows her talking
Seriously?
to May,
Is it a shock to
saying
your
that's
system at all?
I had papaya, May.
I
I was
also
really
just
zappy.
I also
My
just
favorite
like,
thing that I've done with Yunaka is I replied to Yunaka's voice actress like 6 or a post in a row with just a picture of dried papaya
a
chunks.
papaya.
No, just dried papaya chunks.
Why?
Because high papaya.
It's vaguely threatening. I just said Yunaka got chunked.
You just like commented on Laura Post's Twitter posts 6 times with chunks of papayas.
Yeah.
My gosh.
I'll handle this.
I think one funny conversation that I actually like is Yunaka and Violet C convo.
Listen, unfortunately, if you look up papaya on Discord gifs, you get this gif, which
I can't see
traumatizes
it.
me.
I cannot see it.
I got this.
Yeah, but
My
Gabe can.
gosh.
Yunaka. Hear me out. Hear me out. If you're wondering why that happens, it's because latex.
Why are you mentioning latex?
Because the papaya.
Oh.
Generally, when a fruit has any sort of white residue come out of it, it's latex from the fruit.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that's the case in that papaya, but that's what it looks like to me.
That's good.
Ooh! Nice level up, Celica.
Yeah, I mean, skill is kind of useless, but yeah.
I mean, it's fine for her sword stuff. That did less than I expected.
2.
Remember that the enemies don't have actual weapons, so
I know.
they kind of have no stats.
It still surprises me.
We're also on normal, not hard, so.
I know. That's why I'm so used to bows doing a lot of damage, just because of hard mode.
I know you're about to get killed, Celica, but let's just talk.
How's tricks?
What?
Okay, it's basically just like an old-timey thing.
How are you doing?
How's things? Yeah, how you're doing.
Great. Oh, but if you do
I know
anything-
Grace says that in Claire's support as well.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yep, that's pretty much my one selling point. Well, that and zapping fools. Now get ready, because I'm gonna help the heck out of you today.
I misread that as neck.
Aw, so close!
I will not let you down.
I'm ready for anything.
I think that enemy got the point.
Dead. Okay. As I said before, hard mode in Act 3 gives enemies poison weapons.
Not the actual main enemies, but it makes it so the terrors and stuff get access to poison claws a lot faster.
Oh, he's over there. And it's hell.
Thinking healing.
Ready to move
Okay, so that means there is a chance for me to get to level 3. Or if you want, you can get Bowie to level 2.
Oh, he couldn't even reach him.
Yeah, because he doesn't have Thunder. He doesn't get that to level 3.
I also did not realize that that was a 4-range tile.
Oh.
Okay.
Bowie, your lack of speed is annoying.
Okay, wait. 3, 2, 2.
I
Yeah,
will
I got
say,
some
Andrew,
water.
Yeah, Act 3 hard
One.
mode can be pretty annoying at times, but
Please.
thank you. Anytime you see them do
actually,
like a
hard
little
mode is annoying,
twirl,
but
anytime you see the mages do the little twirl, that means it's a guaranteed hit.
Okay.
Evading attacks
Yeah,
is
that means
true
they
when
hit.
you can see what's coming.
so
That's actually not bad for him at all.
So, Act 3 hard mode is difficult, or annoying, I should say. However, in Gaiden, Act 4, Alm is forced to fight multiple rounds of, like, 10 or so zombie dragons.
Act 4?
Yeah.
Original Gaiden?
You get trapped in the dragon cavern for 3
Oh,
waves
so
of
they
enemies.
changed that. Meanwhile, in this game, you can just go back.
Would this stretch
Yeah,
motion be
you
safer?
back once you're there in Gaiden. And if you do Alm before Celica, Alm has to fight one every time Celica moves until she finishes her part of part 4.
Oh my gosh. That's why I do Celica first, everyone.
I see.
And the positive is that Silk can get rid of all of them except for one with Deer.
You need
or
only
Expel
one
in this
weapon to
game.
be safe.
Yeah. Well, I think Expel got nerfed in this game.
Island are
It
suffering
got
from
severely nerfed, as did all magic, really. Or all support magic.
Yeah.
It only
To be fair,
expels in
Physic
an
is
area.
still good.
Yeah, but not infinite range.
I ain't sure why I have
Fair
to
enough.
remind you of this.
Expel was infinite range in Gaiden, and it had a 100% chance of hitting all undead enemies. But it couldn't end a chapter, so if there were only undead enemies left, it would leave one alive.
I would at least like to ensure peace to those who have been so kind to me. Is that so unreasonable?
Fine. It's your neck.
Also, Celica didn't get Expel.
It's your neck. Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Saber.
Yeah. Saber is what I like to think of as the epitome of a mercenary. When it comes to Fire
Yeah,
Emblem.
there are no poison weapons in Gaiden.
Gotcha.
I do kind of
should
think
say-
Byleth's portrayal in Three Hopes, I kind of like because like they're solid, they're mercenaries. Byleth doesn't become a professor in Three Hopes; they stay as mercenaries.
I'll be right back.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna start the map though.
So here's boat map 2.5.
2.5. This is the third one though.
Yeah, but look at the map.
Oh sure.
It's only half of the map.
We're on land. Wait, who are these people?
Yeah. Gay man, possibly gay man, cool guy.
Okay, wait, it's gay man, possibly gay, straight.
Possibly straight.
Okay. No.
Yeah, that's okay, so Leon is explicitly gay in this game. Kamui like questions his sexuality in his support with Leon. And Leon is really into Valbar.
Okay.
But Valbar's just like a chill dude, I guess. There's not really much personality to him.
Hey, look, it's the guy next to Almond Silicon, the box art of Gaiden.
That's true. Valvar is next to Almond Celica for some reason in that art. He has one line of dialogue in that game.
And he's on the box art.
Yeah, they need an Armor Knight, I guess.
Well, they didn't. Leave the wench alive. Okay. Hi,
I
Felix.
cannot take him seriously. I can't
I know,
take
the
him seriously when
pirates
he's
in this
just
game are just,
Yar-har-ho.
Oh,
just
Felix.
hilarious.
Felix's VA voices Leon.
Yes,
Hey,
and
like,
Leon is probably one of the more
I love
openly gay
Leon.
characters in Fire Emblem, that's for sure. And he's also a decent character, like a decent unit in this game.
It's like him, Rickard in FE3, and Zane in FE3 are the ones that I think of.
He looks like Yuri.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's Yuri.
Yeah, whenever I see Yuri sometimes, it just confuses me because I immediately think of Leon.
They're the same unit. Listen, they're both fast units who are typically associated with ranged weapons.
I honestly don't think Leon is that fast, though.
I would not associate
Huh?
Yuri with ranged weapons.
In Heroes, he uses shurikens.
Oh,
Okay,
fine.
fair enough
But
there.
Three
In Heroes,
Houses,
sure.
But Three Houses, he sucks at magic, even though he's good at learning
Yeah,
it.
but he can use bows.
Let's advance with caution and
He
try to leave
yeah,
the
he
cost.
can if you want him to, but he's very
Everyone
skilled
can
with a
as
sword.
well.
Yeah, everybody
Anyway, for
can.
this map.
Three Houses just blesses you with good bows.
So the only
Yeah.
time that he has a defined class is in Heroes, where he uses shuriken.
Gosh, every
Which are
Fire
ones
Emblem
that are
game
in
that I'm eventually... Oh, every Fire Emblem game I cover, I think I'm eventually going to go on like a massive like bias thing for a lot of characters that I really, really like. I already
I
had
love
that for May
Leon.
for this, and in this case for Three Houses, I had that with Leone. And then... I don't know
That's an
what...
interesting one.
Yeah, I know some people don't like Leone, but honestly, he's my
Leone's
favorite character.
Leone's great. What's wrong with those people?
Yeah,
I
I
remember
know!
like nothing about her. Anyways, this chapter you don't actually have to move in, so it's like the other boat maps in that you can just put Saber in front of an area.
Yeah.
Yeah, these three
Meanwhile,
will
the other...
He's
love
just
that
dead.
movie.
Clobber a lot of the enemies around here. They struggle a bit on hard mode, particularly Leon,
Yes.
but in normal
Um,
mode, they just slaughter.
Oh yeah, on normal mode you can literally just put Saber on the plank, have everyone else stay in the boat.
Guys, you know what'd be
those
really-
guys will solo the map.
You know, what'd be really good here.
To be fair,
Gerald's mercenaries.
Nuclear weapons.
No,
or
Gerald's.
my mind immediately goes to like overdrive.
Don't
and
you mean
Yuri
Sigurd
and
emblem? Yeah.
Gerald's mercenaries.
No, Sigurd. Sigurd would be really good.
Oh yeah, overdrive.
You should
Sigurd would be
have put Sigurd on
this-
Celica.
Sigurd's emblem would break this game in half.
So the emblems can touch things, right?
My
No,
knowledge.
No, they can't. They can't.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
That is
I was
unfortunate.
gonna say, what if you put an emblem ring on an emblem?
You can't do that.
You can do that.
Leon Felix, Kamui Silver the Hedgehog, Volbar.
I'm not
Madarame,
even kidding.
Madarame.
Yeah. Also, if you just want to get a good look at the 3D models, when you hover over a unit,
button there.
yeah, you press
Come
the
on,
plus
good,
button, you get a
good level,
view.
good level, please.
Why does she stand?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Right, but why does she stance like that?
I didn't
don't know,
ask.
I mean, it's just like a strike the pose thing.
She power stances.
Yes. She does. Oh yeah, Soren's Cataclysm from an Age would also rack in this game.
Soren is such a weird choice as a DLC emblem.
He was, but honestly, I'm happy.
They're like, yeah, here's the lords, here's Tiki, like a notable, like a super notable unit,
Here's Camilla, the fan service one.
who's also technically a lord.
Here's
Yeah.
here's Hector.
And then here's Ike's Tactician.
Yeah, here's Ike's Tactician, who's not even that good of a unit in Path of Radiance.
Yeah, he struggles quite a lot in Path of Radiance. I still used him because he turns out pretty good towards late game. But early
Also,
game,
his support with Ike. I love him and Ike.
yeah.
Oh, there's another openly gay character.
Oh, yeah.
Soren.
No, Ike. Soren
Oh.
might be.
Oh, Ike.
All of Ike's supports with women are platonic. His only, like, somewhat romantically interpretable support is with Soren.
I also know that Radiant Dawn wanted to for shoot, I'm trying to think.
They
Oh,
I know
Also,
they wanted
Ike's-
Valencia as an option for Ike as well. They just weren't
Yeah,
able to
but
put that
Ike's-
in time, from my knowledge.
Ike's only paired ending is with Soren.
Yeah, I thought there was also Ranulf.
Oh yeah, Soren and Ranulf. Yes. I forget about Ranulf. I love Ranulf's design, actually.
Ranulf is cool.
He's so cool, and I love the blue. My favorite, I know that Nick knows,
Nice. This took me.
my favorite Path of Radiance unit is Leaf.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
I really like her as a character. I think that she's really well
Oh
written.
wait, wait, who's?
Orange Cat Girl.
What?
Really bad.
I
in,
heard
in...
Leaf and I got confused. No, I know.
Oh no,
You
no,
thought-
Leaf.
Left, I
You thought
always
the
pronounce her as left.
You thought the protagonist Leaf?
I won't ask for
Yes. I was like, wait, what?
Some people say Leth, some people say Leith. I have to look at the Greek name because I know that comes from Greek. And
Yeah.
I think that yeah, in Greek it is Lethi.
Okay. But yeah,
Brother.
to be fair, she does need more HP.
Fine, but nothing else?
No, HP is actually her most valuable stat.
Okay.
It really, really is.
Aside from Nosferatu, every magic in this game costs HP to use. Her best spell, which is Invoke, costs a ton of HP to use.
But it is so
265%?
worth it.
It's like 12 HP to summon 1 to 8 soldiers that your enemies will prioritize over you.
Where was I going? Oh yeah, what I was gonna say about Path of Radiance is that it's one game that took me completely by surprise because I expected it to be good. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was.
It's so good.
I know. I kept hearing
I was
great
talking-
things about it.
I was talking on Mecha's server, we were discussing like favorite Fire Emblem games,
stopping me here.
and I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know why, but Path of Radiance, for some reason when I play that, I just smell cinnamon.
What?
Honestly, it's just a comfy game.
Yeah, like, there's something about it, it's such a comfortable vibe that I'm like, yeah, this is like a pecan pie. If pecan pie was a game, this would be the game.
Yeah. Which is
Fantastic
why
game.
whenever I see Maniac mode, I die on the inside because it takes away from.
Maniac
It kinda
mode
defeats the whole-
sucks.
See that? See, that's what I think about maddening in Three Houses.
It's
Because-
worse than maddening.
I know.
It really is
well,
because
yeah,
the reinforcements in the Path
I'm
of
not.
Radiance.
I know. I'm not denying. I'm just talking from my experience. And in my experience,
Oh, I know.
because I love Three Houses top to bottom. So when I thought I decided to
it's
try
fancy.
maddening, I decided to try maddening mode. I was sad because maddening
maddening
made me
mode,
hate.
yeah.
Maddening made me hate Three Houses, and I hated that.
I don't think anyone likes maddening. Even the people that really wanted the game to be harder.
I did not
When maddening
want that
came
because
out, they were like, "Oh, yeah, it is harder, but it's also just really tedious and unnecessary."
Oh, really quick for this bit, if you put May on the middle tile, she'll be able to snipe him with thunder.
Okay.
You know, right there.
You also don't need to talk to the green units. They don't join in this chapter.
Yeah, they join you afterwards, like whenever you enter the hole.
Okay.
And trust me,
You
they'll
can
be
say
really
no to them,
helpful.
and you get some great dialogue if you say no to them.
Yeah, and actually, one certain scenario will change. It's meant to have one of the characters.
Whenever I get water up my nose, for some reason my brain thinks I'm in the jungle. What?
No, fair enough. Fun water fact. You know what humans
Gotta head to
can't
bed now. Work in the
sense
morning
water?
and tired. Good luck, Nitin. All right. See you, Galcian.
So yeah. Humans can't detect water. That's not something we're capable of.
But we can feel it.
No, we can't feel it.
Oh, never mind.
You can
Whenever-
feel the effects of water on the environment, like an increase in friction and a lower temperature. But unlike insects, we do not have hegeroreceptors, which are cells that specifically sense water.
They used the time travel glitch for Three Houses Maddening.
Oh yeah, I don't know how you trigger it, but
No, just use Viscom.
Visca.
Yeah, 1 to 15 range sword
oh my gosh.
that you're not supposed to be able to get, but people hacked it into the game because it's in the data.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh,
Hit
sorry,
him.
Jenny.
It's okay, Nosferatu 60 hit in this game instead of 50.
Yeah.
Yarg!
Close one.
Yarg!
I cannot take him seriously.
I cannot take the pirates in this game seriously, but that's what makes them so fun.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Yar har fiddle-dee-dee. Being a
Ooh,
pirate is alright with
nice.
me. Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You
Very
are a
good.
pirate. Invoke.
So,
Oh yep, now she has Invoke. Have fun with that.
Dried meat
in
or holy
in
cheese.
Gaiden, this guy's name was Daha.
Daha.
Yeah, which, unfortunate that they changed it, because there is a character in FE6 named Barth,
Those men are all okay.
whose Japanese name is Both.
Both.
He is,
Yeah, so this
but
game
when you write
unintentionally
it
has
in
few
English, his name is
characters.
Bath.
And there's also a case where one mini boss in this game is called Garcia, and then there's also a character in FE8 whose name is Garcia.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what did you need? Ah, yes. Apologies, but I'm not going anywhere without my dear
I think it's
Velma.
Garcia.
Go talk to him.
I know it's probably Garcia. I don't know why I pronounce it like that. Anyway,
Look who the cat dragged
Yeah.
in.
Though that being said, Garcia was also his name in Echoes.
Really say my
Or in
baby
Gaiden.
back there. And sits
oh
there
okay, so that's just something that just was a coincidence.
Yeah, he's just like a guy. I mean, once again,
right.
no dialogue for bosses in
I should also mention,
Hey, is there anything I can do to
Albar shares the same
be honest?
VA as
Madarame.
King, well, as
But if you need skulls cracked, I
That's
got
it.
but he
As
also
who?
shares the same VA with stinking Gohan.
What?
Al Herbert.
Yeah. You like the shark? Say no to him. Say no to him.
Why?
So you'll get him
Funny,
eventually. Like,
funny
you'll
dialogue.
Still talk to him after that to recruit him, but it's just funny dialogue when you say no.
Everybody on the same page?
Yeah.
Great. Now you're just being petty. Your
I
beauty
love
must
him.
make you a tyrant someday if you aren't.
What the fuck?
Long way on.
Words.
Okay.
No, I,
Fine.
You wouldn't
love
expect this
Resident
from the
Evil.
same. You wouldn't expect.
Decided you need me after all?
Oh my god.
No, I don't need you.
Yeah, now just. Well,
Now you're just being
it's just the same dialogue.
Damn it.
No, decided you need
Also, if you want, there is a shark just hanging in the background.
Yeah,
you
that
won't
is
be
a
able to get it,
shark.
but it's just so weird. Anyway, talk to Chloe.
You joining up with this lot, Valbar? Interesting.
Well, it's your call.
I'm happy he's finally in Heroes.
Oh, but let
Took
me
him
ask you
forever.
one question.
It's kind of like a bull shark, but not really.
If not, then you'd best stay clear of the Seabound Shrine. Necro dragons are the one thing I absolutely refuse to tangle with.
Make him fight them. Make him fight them.
Yeah, you're coming either way.
Wait, you two are
Now we get some more nice artwork.
Well, obviously. I go where you
Wow,
go.
Leon is just so
That's the
pretty.
deal. And I don't care who doesn't
That's-
like
Yeah, if,
That's-
for a certain upcoming area, if you didn't recruit Kamui, a different event will play that has Bowie instead.
Real class acts.
Yeah.
Dude, that's literally just Yuri without eye makeup.
Yeah.
Gosh, you're right. Oh, it's funny as well.
I actually prefer
This
him
isn't
to
the
Yuri.
only character that threw me off. Whenever I saw Time Skip Lorenz,
If they like.
he has like a similar haircut to Sonya from this game.
Company.
What?
They've both proven their skill and can be rather amusing to boot.
So that threw me for a loop.
One and all for brightening our journey.
Oh, shucks, my lady. We should be the ones thanking
Well, so the thing about Yuri is that he has front-facing art.
That was some praise.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, that's right.
At least 50.
He looks straight at you rather than having their heads still. So does Byleth too.
Yeah.
But actually, no. Byleth and Yuri are the only ones that have front-facing art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minerva in FE3 does. And Marty in FE5 does, and that's the only ones that I can think of that have front-facing art in all of Fire Emblem.
What about Alm?
Does he?
He does, to my knowledge.
Not in
Gaiden.
Gaiden. In this game, he is technically looking at you, but all of the characters are because their
Oh,
eyes
yeah,
are looking
yeah.
at you. But
Yeah.
the
Their
actual
face-
head is
their,
still
yeah, their
turned.
head is tilted somewhere.
Well, in this case, Alm's head, to my knowledge, isn't tilted.
No, it's
It
not.
might not be.
It's not.
All right, then add Alm to the list.
There's also.
Oh, I was talking about Three Houses in general.
Oh.
And yeah, if you look at Marty's art in
Who are you people?
No, I was thinking about the Lords in FE7 because they have a one right where they're looking at the tactician. But it's
yeah,
still
that's
tilted
not
a bit.
their and even then, that's not their like main portrait. But Marty
Yeah.
in FE5 just looks at you. I sent him
Into
into
your
the
soul.
Discord chat a while back, but he,
Sailors from Regal we is.
Just stares into your soul.
with his 0 base stats.
Gosh.
So
Gosh, what a bad unit.
What makes him even worse is that
Okay,
You have
golden
him- you
apples.
have him
Golden apples are
really
incredibly good because they're an instant level up.
Oh wow.
Yes.
like-
didn't exist in Gaiden.
Steel sword.
That did exist in Gaiden, and it was the only thing you got here.
Oh yeah,
Rusted
and also the
shield.
cogs give you an extra charge for your turn wheel.
Iron sword.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, give either the iron or steel to Kamui and or Saber, depending on.
Did you take all the stuff in the other room?
Oh yeah, there was
Yeah, I
another
did.
room.
Yeah, no, I did.
Okay.
I did.
All right, boat map
Okay.
3.
Oh,
And
wait.
then we'll be going to the shrine.
Or
I
to
guess
boat
the
map 4,
dungeon.
depending on which direction we go.
The third pirate raid of Avis.
I'll give you the
Stim on
Seabound Shrine
11.
cutscene, Nick, since you recruited Kamo in your DMs once you reach it. Okay.
Dude, the other
here's the
cutscene is
here's the
also
best
hilarious.
of the boat maps. No, here's the best of the boat maps. Give
Isn't there one with just the one guy, or
yeah, this is the one. Just the one dude.
oh
can
man,
also
this one
give
can get
Saber
fun
sword.
for EXP grinding.
You don't need to though, because you can just go to like.
I know you
dungeons.
don't need to. I know you
Just
don't.
chill out in
but
dungeons.
I know, but I also like to do that because it makes this map more fun.
One of them? What's going on here?
Hey, hello to the Cantor.
So you're the go
Oh,
lad.
you're liking Echoes? That's a quote Bizmix. How about a Cantor? Accurate response to Cantors.
I understand they're really annoying, and especially in one particular map. But at least they're an interesting enemy to
I think
deal with.
I think they were buffed in Gaiden. If you kill them, do their summons go
Oh.
away?
Yes.
Okay, then never mind. They same in Gaiden.
No matter what, once they die. Oh,
Plan to take us on all by yourself?
Oh,
I know that
this
um
guy.
Is he? Oh no.
I forget what they changed the name to, but the floating eyes. I think they're moguls in this game.
Yes, those things are incredibly annoying.
If you kill the original, do they all disappear in this game?
No.
Okay,
It
same in
counts as
Gaiden.
them, like, they count as them, like, I guess, creating a new copy of themselves asexually.
They create a whole new unit instead of being attached to them, so they don't go away in Gaiden either. And in Gaiden, they're not considered undead, so they don't go away with expel.
And on hard mode, they are the most annoying things ever.
On normal mode, they're also the most annoying enemies in this game.
True. But they're not as bad because, on hard mode, they have like a base 21 speed or something insane like that.
Hey, Nick, you like canters?
Oh yeah, okay, and that cancer
he
ended up.
just summons zombies.
No,
Yeah,
the
at
good thing
maximum,
about
they
canters
can summon 8 at a time. In this case, he got a lucky roll.
in Gaiden, they don't start summoning until the third turn, and they summon every turn after that. And there's I don't believe there's a limit to how many can be out at once. Just so they can only summon
unlike
8 per turn.
unlike with the main crew, like unlike with you can only have 8 out at a time.
So if you want
across
to, you
all
can
of your-
fill up both maps entirely with enemy units. It's really stupid.
I see.
It's hilarious as well because these guys are very low damaging.
Yeah. They also give like.
I want to grab my
spare.
3DS right now and continue playing.
Yeah. So Nick, what do you think of canters conceptually?
I mean, I'll wait till he does it again.
Yeah, they can do it more times. I don't know how their AI works in this game, but in Gaiden they just.
I don't
keep
know
doing it.
either. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, it's very inconsistent. It's weird.
If anything,
But
you
in
want to go hit.
Gaiden, they just keep doing it.
And then there are witches in this game that are very weird.
Witch AI is one of the few things we don't understand yet in all of Fire Emblem.
That's
Oh.
fine.
And decent level for Celica. Especially that attack growth.
Yeah, we don't know how Witch AI works in this game.
Jeez.
In Gaiden, they teleport to a random space that is within their movement range from one of your units. And when they
Also-
teleport is randomized, so they can teleport, attack a unit, and the next turn teleport to another unit and attack.
Oh yeah, would you like me to give the laydown for Valbar and the
Sure.
crew?
Sure.
Okay, so Valbar, he's overall the most armor knight you'll ever find.
Yeah, he sucks.
Because
in
he
other
has
words.
really good...
Armor knighty.
He sucks in
He's
other
really,
words.
But in this case, he's really strong, and he has a lot of good defense. Unfortunately, his falter, which can be pretty annoying, and his speed is almost non-existent.
Of course.
But on top of that, he is really, really, really good for Celica's, for this chapter, like for this
As a tank.
group of chapters, and yeah, as a tank of the group. Unfortunately, due to enemies you'll encounter later on, Valbar will unfortunately fall off.
Of course he will.
Yeah.
Unlike Lucas and Forsyth, or those two kind of stick to being decent throughout.
Enemies are also, or Armor Knights are also at their weakest in this game because they can't take 0 damage.
That is true.
Like in other games, you could just have an Armor Knight that takes literally 0 damage, and that unit's going to be a good combat unit no matter what because they're literally invincible. This game, that will never happen, which makes him worse.
But to be fair, well, as well, unlike Lucas and Forsyth, where they have a cleric that can warp them around, Valbar has no such luxuries.
Do Barons have 5 movement? I always forget.
No, they still keep the 4.
Yeah, okay, then he'll have
They
4
just
movement.
become
the
super
entire
soldiers
game.
at that point.
Yeah, but like so do Dreadfighters and Bow Knights.
I know.
And
I
mages.
know, but in this case, Valbar does have some good cases in the late game where he does come in handy, especially during one of the final dungeons.
In
just
dungeons,
because
he's good
there are
because the
quite
dungeon
a-
maps are so small.
Yes. In dungeons, Valbar excels.
I will say that's something that I'm disappointed in this game with is the dungeon maps.
I mean, they're a bit on the basic side, but they can only do so much with the 3DS hardware.
Yes, but I don't mean like the actual dungeons. I mean like the combat maps in the dungeons.
Oh, fair enough. Those, but honestly, I just see it as like, hey, just feel free to grind.
Yeah, but in Gaiden, every dungeon had a certain number of set encounters, and every encounter had its own unique map.
That is completely fair.
So like later on, there's a tower they get to climb, and it uses one map. There are 6 different maps that are all entirely unique. One of them is like 4 separate little rooms, each with 1 enemy, and then you only get 6 units.
Gotcha. Can
So
I
you
bring up
basically have
some
to
of
fight against those enemies like that.
the other two really quick?
What's up?
Yeah.
Okay, for Kamui, basically just a worse Saber. He has worse bases than Saber, but
I think
he just has worse
I think he's
bases than Saber.
faster.
But he is fat. Like no, actually, his base speed is a bit lower than Saber's, and just a bit lower than the.
Yeah, but the
It's either
so
on
both-
par or just like 1 lower. But oh, please gotta get level up, May.
Fine.
They take those.
Today is
Level of defense. That's actually pretty good for her. Okay.
Coin
Anyway,
toss.
as I was saying for Kamui,
Mhm.
he's all around still a mercenary, which is why he's still really valuable. It's just out of like between him and Saber, despite having some better growths overall. Well, in some areas, Saber still hasn't beaten others. But all in all, he's still decent.
Okay.
Then we have Leon. He is the only basic archer you get for the entirety of Celica's route. That already makes him incredibly valuable. On top of that, his growths are somewhat decent, and he has a decent amount of skill. He will be able to hit most of the time. On top of that, his speed is nice. His speed is decent, which means while he might not be able to double some of the faster units, some of the lower guys will be able to be annihilated pretty easily, such as some of the magic users.
And he's fast too.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. He'll always usually be able to double magic
what
users.
what I meant to say that like he has a high skill stat compared to everyone else, so he will more than likely than not hit the opponent.
Exactly, especially when you get him some of the better bows as well. He will make work of enemies.
Thank God.
So Andrew, you can recruit Faye to sell at this side. Unfortunately, Rescue doesn't really increase his movement that much because Faye only has 5 movement, and the main use of Rescue really is if you send somebody one direction, you can kind of bring them over the other direction.
It does help though with saving some of the Pegasus Knights.
Yeah, that's like another big
bad
use. It's for the chapters where units are split up. That is really useful.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
and,
I swear.
Why would you miss an 85?
the other issue with Faye's movement thing is that her other movement increasing spell you get at like level 16 after promotion.
All right, if you want, I highly recommend getting Celica to level 5 at this point. So.
Yeah, basically just
Try
get the
and
kill
do-
with her.
Yeah, no worries. He will not attack
If
you.
you have her,
This guy will
stand on
actively
the,
not attack.
he'll counterattack, but he won't regular attack. But
He'll
if you
counterattack, but he will not go out of his way to attack.
If you have someone stand on the kill tile, Nick, if you have someone stand on the kill tile, they'll regain the health they lose from magic.
Okay.
Oh right, I
No, 'cause
knew.
because I want.
That's one. Oh no, you do not
Yeah.
want that.
No, never mind.
Yeah, but Andrew, she gets a new at like level 16 after promotion. And like there's a decent chance that she doesn't get to level 16 after promotion by the end of the game. I think my first playthrough, Faye got a new in the Thebes dungeon, or in the Thebes labyrinth.
Jeez.
Oh, the golden dagger.
Yeah,
actually
like
does,
you
the golden
get
dagger
it
a little more.
absurdly late. So yeah, she
Might as
gets
well,
it
'cause no matter what, she'll
she
get
gets it-
EXP.
Yeah, at the earliest, Faye will get a new at level 38 total.
No
Jeez.
way.
That was good, and now she got Plentitude. Plentitude.
Oh, sorry, not
is
level
so you
38,
can get a
level
food item
40.
after use. If you get a kill with it.
Yeah, Faye will get that at level 40 total at the earliest. And she has to get 2 level ups as villager to go into Saint, or to go into Cleric, and then she has to get 12 level ups in Cleric to go into Saint. And then
Probably
she has
just
to
heal
get
Saber.
16
That will
level
probably
ups
give her
as
more
Saint.
EXP.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I
Man,
didn't mean to
why did they have to call it anew? When I saw that, it gave me so much hope for FE3 anew, which is the most busted spell in all of Fire Emblem.
What does a new Evan FE3 do?
Oh, it refreshes every unit on the map.
What the heck?
In a game where you also have a dancer.
That sounds completely busted. Also, I recommend
can-
before killing
you
the
can
Cantor
beat
with
most,
Celica, just get to me. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry on that.
I'm
You can-
Okay, we're sharing the same brain cell here.
Once you get Anu in that game, you can beat pretty much any map in one turn. Anu has 3 uses. So if you want to, you can use Anu, dance for your cleric who used Anu, use Anu again, dance for your cleric who used Anu, use Anu again, dance for any other unit because now Anu's
It's
broken.
just infinite actions.
It is, you get 4 turns in a row.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's literally guaranteed that you're going to kill the final boss if you just Anu at least once during that map. It's such a busted spell. And they nerfed it in FE12. They made it so it's an, I believe, infinite range staff still. That just dances for one ally from a range.
That's
from
fair
range.
because something like that needed to be balanced.
It's so funny though.
It is. So to be fair, if we did get FE3 Anu in this game, it would also be kind of busted as well.
It'd be like 40 HP. I mean, Anu in this game is like 18 or 20 HP or something.
I think it's 18. Yeah, that should do it.
FE3 Anu was so stupid.
And
I
there he
love
goes.
it.
Well done, Celica.
Group dancer.
Yes!
Oh my god, he's engaged Cantor.
Oh! Wait! Celica
damn.
leveled res! Dude, don't you know how
Res
rare that is?
How rare is it?
It's like a 5%
Res
growth or
growths
something.
are in the single digits.
I think in
And
this
I think
game
she
the
has
higher
a 4%
Seraphim.
chance to level res. Dude.
Wish it were always this easy.
Andrew, I wish we got FE12 as well, so that way I don't have to feel bad about.
What was FE12?
It's over.
Celica's a
New Mystery of
5%
the
res
Emblem.
growth.
Oh, new mystery.
Milady, what was that all about?
Yeah, Celica's a 5% res growth, 4% base,
okay.
and then she's in the priestess class, so she gets
I don't
plus
know,
1.
Chloe.
Oh, okay.
He was different from the others who have come after me. And
Oh.
I fear he won't be the last. So we'd best be extra careful moving forward.
When does that map that her paralog and engage come in?
Next map.
Oh, shoot. I haven't reached that point yet.
Wait, this
It's
I feel like
her
I'm doing
next
a lot
map.
of DLC maps.
Hold on,
and
this
those
one?
have been...
this one?
Yes, that one.
This one.
That one.
Because that one, well, that paralog can get you some, well, not paralog, sorry. That dungeon can get you some good crud.
Wait, Nick. I just want you to note this map. You know, in Engage it had like some enemies.
Hey, priestess!
Ready.
Did you forget our little chat about
I think you'll
staying
enjoy
here
how many
and
enemies are on this
staying
map. It's a lot. Like, there's way too many enemies on this map. They should
Yeah,
lower the amount.
there's so many.
opposite of staying
They should
put.
lower the amount. They really need to get rid of some
Sorry,
of them.
did
It's a
we
little bit
discuss
absurd.
that? I must have been preoccupied. What if there's something of use here? Surely you don't want to.
Okay, I'll watch it
Oh,
after
I
stream,
remember now.
Andrew.
You're scared of necro dragons, aren't you, Kamui? How careless of me. It completely slipped my mind.
Slipped your mind? That's it. I'm waiting on the boat.
Okay,
Does
bye.
this count as a boat map? Does this count as a boat map?
Not really.
There is a boat in the map, though.
Night Moon.
Yeah, Nick, view the map and look at how many enemies there are. There's way too many.
Wait,
You
this-
won't be able to defeat
Wait,
them.
this is unrealistic. We're supposed to start on the boat.
You can't even go onto the boat.
Look how many
Yeah,
enemies
wait-
there are.
Way too many enemies.
What
Way
the-
too many enemies.
What the fuck?
But check the stats on this thing. Pretty good for early game.
It's not even that good.
Okay,
Early
Like,
game,
it
I
has,
guess.
it has a
But it could be
weakness to
annoying.
bow. It has a weakness to bows and seraphim magic.
quickly swap around Valbar really quick though. Or by that I mean just have him swap spaces with Kamui. Because you'll probably want him to tank.
No,
tank.
let Kamui fight the Necro Dragon. He needs to face his fears. Exposure therapy.
What a horrifying creature.
Well,
Yeah, Necro Dragons are
Spell in my
terrifying.
heart now.
where the hell are the
May its light
enemies?
guide your lost soul onto slumber
It's just this
That
one.
is the enemies.
What
To
the
be
fuck was
fair,
the-
hard
what the
mode adds a second Necro Dragon, which actually makes things pretty annoying.
What the fuck was the point of putting that in, putting this in Engage then?
I'll handle this.
That's what I said. I was like, why is this her paralog?
Good, good.
It should have been one of the other ones. If anything, I'd prefer it being the final map of this game.
It should have been a chapter 4 map. No, it shouldn't have been the final map. Final
Why
map
wasn't
would be weird.
Why wasn't the third boat map
but
one
then
of
again,
them?
for Crom and Robin, it has one of the final maps in Awakening.
Well, it's not the final map. It's weird. It's that
I know, it's
specifically.
one
No, it's
No,
just that
specifically the first map.
specifically this game's final map is weird because it relies on the whole two armies thing.
Hey, why'd you put Jenny there? Okay.
Oh shit! I didn't realize how much damage it would do.
To be fair, what they could have done,
Fine.
man, so you could split. They had like.
God, that
for
model
Echo's
is
reference,
terrifying.
I just wanted the Necro Dragon to come closer.
Fair enough, but that's
Nick.
why you could have probably had Valbar do that.
Hover over the Necro Dragon real quick. Tap on the plus on
Jeez.
the bottom left.
Oh, I gotta use a mouse.
Yeah. No,
I
it's
mean,
a stylus.
stylus. Look at that.
That is a
thing.
terrifying model.
Sweet crap!
Yeah, I know. Jeez, this game
Yeah.
has insane art
They're
direction.
unfortunately they cannot counter at 2 range, so they just kind of die. They are also weak to Seraphim magic, all blessed weapons, and bows.
I will say though, they can be pretty annoying in some levels. Particularly
They're also
one
vulnerable
of them.
to. They're also terror, so you can get rid of them with expel.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Leon, do what you do best.
5.
And I think
Oh, and
May
they
is, like,
also-
the best heavy hitter.
Yeah, they have 12 res, but magic does so much damage that it really isn't that much.
Yeah.
Anyways, you have to get the final hit with Kamui. I mean
can.
Corrin. Sorry, Corrin.
He
Oh
can't.
yeah, that's right. Because Corrin's Japanese name was Kamui.
Kamui.
Kamui, whatever.
I can't. No, don't mind me.
Okay, I got
You can probably.
Okay, if you don't have enough
Can you
HP to
kill?
use Invoke.
You can kill. Does she have the level to use Invoke?
She doesn't. Yeah, she's at the level where she can use Invoke, but right now she doesn't have
Oh.
enough HP because she got hit.
A lot.
If you use Bowie, you might be able to take him down enough. I don't think it'll do much damage, but you might be able to hit.
Probably have Valbar attack him first and then use Bowie.
Okay, I'm getting her out of here.
I would disagree with that. Because the Necro Dragon can attack at two range, so if you just put her between 4 people, it can't attack her. Love that experience gain. That's like what you would get for killing an enemy in Gaiden.
1.
Oh yeah, he doesn't
Bowie.
do any damage. Fun. And he's
Oh
gonna
my
miss
gosh,
too.
dang it. So unless Saber is
leveled
able to
up
get 2
1.
crits, he's gonna survive another round.
Well, good thing we're playing on casual mode. He wouldn't have killed with 2 crits either way.
Well, the Necro Dragon also has like no hit, so.
Did you miss a
No, he would
94?
have killed with 2 crits because crits
I don't-
triple damage.
I don't know actually.
No, he didn't. He didn't miss. I don't think. Did he?
40 avoid.
Oh wait, at least he didn't target Jenny,
He survives too.
which is a good thing because I don't think Jenny would have survived that.
Yeah, the AI in this game.
All
is
right, so who do you want to
weird.
give the kill to?
Bye.
I love Seraphim Magic's animation in this game.
It's
In Gaiden,
so
you just
good.
summon like 4 fairies
That's why I
that
was
just
a little. Like,
go at your enemy.
We ain't fucked.
I was kind of disappointed with its.
strength be
We
enough.
survived.
Not bad, but I was kind of disappointed with its animation in 3 Houses, just because I knew the stinking fight ball that it was in this game. The
Have rolled
Blessed
onto-
Ring,
Give the blessed ring to Jenny.
either Jenny or May. Either
Blessed
one
ring.
benefit from it.
Blessed ring heals 5 HP per turn.
Yeah, which is really nice, and all rings will do that no matter what. Oh,
Yeah,
yay!
All rings do that, and they have a secondary effect. This ring doesn't
Yeah,
have
in this
a secondary
case,
effect.
one of them that you'll get event like soon is the Coral Ring, which gives you +4
You can go the
res.
other way, Nick.
Huh?
Yeah, you needed to go to the thing.
The shrine?
There's the shrine for dungeon loot.
Oh. I try.
Yeah, I'm glad you can just exit maps.
You can do that in Gaiden too.
Oh, really? Cool.
There's at the start of it,
There we go.
before you move, you can use the retreat option to exit out of any battle. Well, almost any battle. You can't retreat out of Like,
It's
if
either
an enemy
oh,
appears
oh,
on the
yep,
map.
There we go. Bowie, just give him like the leather shield or whatever. That'll help him survive. For a
Give him
little
the
longer.
rusted shield.
That's just a bad item right now because it's not even forged.
Yeah, it does nothing. It just lowers your speed by 3. Oh no, she stole to flour, obviously. The best food.
Yes. One of Bowie's best regenerating items, like best fatigue
that's-
regenerating
well,
items.
that's
Remember that you
cool.
get dialogue here,
That's
but
cool.
only the first time you enter the shrine, and you don't get it if you go into combat.
There's no sign of anyone coming through here. Scared off by the necro dragon, I imagine.
Or died.
That too.
Ugh.
That's a funny thing to say, though.
Ugh,
And
the
yes, you're right. The
necro dragon.
the floating flame is sick.
Oh, where's the
The floating
Vietnam
flame is so
flashbacks?
sick.
It's not happening anymore.
They fixed it. Disappointing.
They patched it.
Guys,
It got
I'm gonna have to
patched.
call it.
It got patched.
Disappointing.
Probably gonna have to call it for now.
Ready for anything.
What?
What?
I'm probably gonna have to leave for now.
Oh, okay. I was gonna like end it after like we take care of this dungeon or the last battle.
Okay. And I'll probably stick around for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going this long, but we ended up going this long.
Nick, we normally go for like another 2 hours in Shadow Dragon. Goddamn.
The
crap.
longest we went for in Shadow Dragon was 4 hours, 4.5 hours, I think, maybe.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
stream has been going on for a moment.
For 3 hours,
Oh,
3 hours,
No, 3.5 hours.
3 hours, 28 minutes as of now.
I was not expecting it to take this long.
The last week's stream was
That
3
is high.
hours. Was 3 hours exactly.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly. It's like a few seconds. But point still stands.
I'll handle this myself.
Yeah, and then we'll do boat maps 4 and 5.
Next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this map isn't the longest, well, this dungeon isn't the longest thing ever. It's literally just this area, going to the
It's
middle
a
of the thing, and
You get this awesome.
I think there's an area after the Mill Shrine, though, isn't there?
Right. I'll handle this.
yes, there is, because the next area is a secret area where you can find the Blessed Sword.
Quote unquote secret area.
Wait until we get to genealogy, Nick.
It was even less secret in Gaiden, where there's not even a fake wall. It's just a hole.
What the heck?
Yeah, there's just nothing behind the Milla statue, whereas normally there's a wall behind the Milla statue.
Gotcha.
Oh, funny Gaiden fact also. Villager promotion was random.
What the heck?
Yeah, you walk up to Milla statue and it's like, would you like to promote into knight? No. Would you like to promote into knight? No. Mage?
No.
No, I want to be a mercenary. Would you like to promote into cavalier?
No.
Oh my gosh.
And you have to keep going until it suggests
That is definitely something that needed to be streamlined.
it's so stupid.
Ah! There,
Hey,
there
back.
it is!
It's back.
I'm stuck on a rock!
Uh-oh.
No, you're stuck on Jugs. You were stuck on Yunaka.
Wow, some enemy
Gosh dang
phase
it.
that was.
Wow, reinforcements in Echoes?
Ready for anything.
You one-shot with Seraphim, yeah.
Oh, Seraphim just kills.
Look at
It
that
does,
mic.
because it's
31 damage.
holy.
And crit.
I should
93.
also really quickly mention that there is actually a damage cap in this game. It's something
120?
like
Ready anytime.
yes, 120.
Damage cap? That's lame.
Yeah. Same in Fates. Fates Awakening and Echoes all... You can't do more than 120 damage per hit.
Lame. I liked in 3 houses when I can do 576 damage to the Death Knight.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yes, I love using Dark Spikes, Crest of Gloucester, crit.
I remember
With
one
magic
run
staff.
of this game whenever one run I did of this game whenever during this chapter I was able to get Valvar from Stinking Knight to Baron.
Oh. In this
That
chapter?
was fun. Yes. I don't know why I used him so much, but I just did.
I'm at the top of my game.
Also, would like to note the Seabound Shrine is super accurate in this game. I mean, aside from the layout being a loop, because Gaiden is just a straight line. But in the actual combat maps, exactly how they were in Gaiden, aside from terrain. There was no terrain in the indoor maps in Gaiden, for the most part.
Gotcha.
But they have the same thing where it's like, yeah, here's a square with some bone walkers and revenants.
Have fun.
And the other room is like, here's a square with like 13 gargoyles. Which they toned down
honestly,
on this game. But...
I think my next run of Echoes that I'm gonna do is the no turn wheel run because I know for a fact that's also metal you get in this game.
That's for me.
Yes,
I've used the turn wheel twice.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna try and play
neither
this with
time
the
for a
older
justified
Fire Emblem.
reason.
Yeah, no, it's because I just made a mistake.
It was just for
Yeah, I
fun.
know, that's what the turn wheel's for.
Yeah, but it wasn't even like a mistake that costs a unit's life or anything. It was just like, oh, I didn't mean to do that.
It's inconsequential.
I misinputted.
Like think of like first world problem type of thing.
I moved Faye one space too little, and now it'll take me 3 turns to clear this map instead of 2.
It's kind of like that.
Oh,
Gosh.
also, to spirit the
That could've
channel
been
the
better.
spirit of Link.
What the
That could've
fuck,
been.
Corn?
To channel the spirit of Link even more, there is coral, which is kind of like grass, all over the floor of the shrine, and you can cut it down to get money.
By the way,
Similar to how you can also cut down grass in some of the dungeons as well.
Yeah.
come on, Nay. By the way, gang, am I
Come
going
on.
to be saying what the fuck, Corn in Fates?
You know what? At least she's at 13 attack. Oh yeah, you're gonna say that
Yes,
a
you
lot.
will.
Fates.
Oh, I
you're
have
gonna say
so
that
much
so
to say
much.
about Fates when we got there.
Dude.
Nick already knows the story to Fates because a long time ago, I went on like a half-hour rant about Fates' story.
I remember the time that you and Farrah just like went on a tangent about the supports in Fates.
Yeah, I mean, we love when you, because they had to make it so you could marry your, quote-unquote birth siblings, so they added in a thing where if you marry them, they get a letter from their dead father that's like, hey,
Actually, we're not
you're
actually
actually
siblings.
not related, which kind of takes away the entire birth family versus adopted family thing, because that's not even your birth family, so it's literally just random people you
Marriage
don't know.
mechanic hurt Fates a lot.
But then, and they had to do that so you couldn't marry your siblings, right? But then, they're like, oh, here's the canon marriage in this game of Azura. By
And-
the way, she's your cousin.
Yeah, they're canonically cousins. So that makes
But you wouldn't,
no fucking
wouldn't,
sense.
you wouldn't know that unless you bought the $20 DLC that is Revelations.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
And then Revelations is one of the most annoying paths ever due to all the gimmicky crud that they did with that game.
Here's an elevator. That is all.
That is all.
Also, feel free to break a lot of the stuff in here because you will need those coral for a side.
Yeah, like all this coral you can break. Oh, and you can interact with that gravestone, I believe.
Oh, I was good.
I
Oh, no,
thought
you
you
can't. You can't. Never mind.
I was gonna stab it.
You can't. Never mind. I thought that you could. There's a bread on the ground.
Oh!
behind
Where?
you. Oh, it's glowing.
Oh, there's the bread.
I think it's bread at least.
Butter.
Oh, it's butter. Would you like to eat a stick of butter?
No.
It's one of the best health regenerating items in this game.
Oh!
Not that that means much because
I know it doesn't mean much, but I'm just saying.
And Mara Fair's
Yeah, it is
for your
like-
conniving
Talk to that
smash
man
fighters and
who's
still
here for
crash
some
together.
beeping reason.
you remember how Celico's like, there's no signs of anyone coming into here.
Who the fuck's this feeble?
There's
man?
this one guy who's on the brink of death.
Yeah, there's just this one guy. You want to give him food.
It has
Gives
to be
you a
meat though.
Fantastic reward. Yeah, you have to give him meat. No,
Right.
give him something that's not meat. Give him something that. Give him butter. Give him butter.
I'm not
Trust
kidding.
me.
I'm just kidding.
Trust me. No, Nick, it's the best dialogue in the game.
Sorry, but I was thinking something a bit more, meaty, a bit meatier, more like meat. Like, look, you got any meat?
My brother in Christ, you are starving in a shrine. You are literally starving. Take what you can get.
Many thanks. Now I'm finally starting to feel human again. I'm a fisherman. All of Zofia Harbor knows me, so they do. But 10 days ago, I ran into some fearsome storm that washed me ashore here. Thank Camilla, I'm saved. I thought then the Neko Dragon showed up. I ran here and hid, but my food stores ran out, and, well, you see, the Neko Dragon is dead? And by your hand? Well, that's marvelous news. I can go home now. Here, let me see if this is all I have, and please take it. Cool.
So later on, if you do like a whole series of side quests, you can get a Draco shield from them. So you know, plus 13 to defense and res.
I see.
It's not worth it, but you can do it.
All right, bye.
Also, there are in most Mila shrines mana herbs on the ground.
None among you are qualified. Oh, okay.
And if you look to the left, there's a mana herb on the ground. Those are also used in a side quest.
Wait, where's the monitor? Where's the monitor? Wait, what's that?
To the left.
Right there, the
there's
memory prism. Those are certain events
You can
that
use
you can
Mila's
watch.
turn wheel to unlock these crystallized memories and view them. Oh, so kind of like.
Some of them are pretty good.
There's story segments, basically flashbacks explaining the backstory of the characters.
I see.
They do spoil a couple of things, unfortunately, but you know.
That's why I save them
Ashnard
for a bit later.
Ashnard unleashes all the power from the medallion, and Ike still wins.
Ike is just
Yeah.
built different.
I know,
Okay,
Ike is
and
pretty gross.
With that, we're calling it there, because now I'm starting to get tired, as I'm sure
Understood.
both Gabe and Yang are.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
And Andrew, that video is also where I went on the corn rat.
Video's like been taken down for months, by the way. Hope you get like not months for like
We still
years.
need to remake it. Yeah, it's been down for like 2 years. But we still need to remake that.
We do need to remake it now that all of Smash Bros. Ultimate's complete again. All right. Regardless, thank you guys for watching, for tuning into the stream, for commenting, joining, talking, and Yu-Gi-Oh. most people in chat enjoyed that. And we'll see you guys next Sunday, where we will finish Act 2, I think, and begin Act 3.
Yeah, we will. We will. And we'll begin Act 3, because Act 3 is like 3 times or 4 times the length of this.
It's pretty long.
And hurry back. We're wrecking boats next week.
Also,
yeah, we
expect
still
more
have
Mason
we still have like 2 or 3 more boat maps.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.